Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy Jack here at the Irish Hotspur. Buenos dias, everybody. Coming up against Sevilla, a real test this time, I must say, for this preseason tour over in Korea. Don't you worry, we are still a home team. I'm pretty sure we will probably have some sort of home crowd advantage. Really looking forward to this one. I am going to read out the lineups. I'm pretty sure we do have them on screen here, everybody, but we do have uh, everybody in the chat so far. And the lineups are Lloris in goal. Romero is the right sided center back, I would assume. Dyer is in the center of the defense. Sanchez is the left sided center back. Lucas is going to be playing right wing back, which I'll be talking about plenty. It's that sort of kind of strange sort of kind of move that people have been suggesting in the past that maybe Conte is actually considering, this sort of summer and maybe considering experimenting with this sort of preseason. We have Hoiberg, of course, alongside Skip, a very powerful duo there. We have Richie Richarlison in the background alongside Sonny with Kane. What position will Richie be playing? Will he be playing more up front? Maybe Kane, playing slightly behind him. That could be interesting. But we are going to be coming up against Sevilla, which is Lopetegui's men, Reguilon's, former club, kind of actually the man or the manager that you might say that sort of made Reguilon's career because back in the day, Reguilon, he kind of struggled to really break into the team at Real Madrid. Then Lopetegui, took him over on loan, did spectacularly, I believe, there. Was kind of one of actually the fullbacks of Europe that sort of season. So I must say, Lopetegui is actually a good manager. He's going to be working on some things with that Sevilla squad. And that Sevilla squad, as we know, it's kind of, Europa League sort of flat track bullies, the last 10 years. I don't know how many they've won, but they've actually won them quite easily in the past and have sort of been that sort of dark horse always that you had to take seriously in European competition. So Sevilla, I must say, this is going to be a very interesting test. But let's get to the chat here. Don't you guys worry. David is just finishing off over at We Are Time TV. He's going to pop over here and then he's going to join us for the watch along. But we have P.O. Block saying, "Come on, you Spurs. Good to see you, my man. Good morning to you." We have John Stokes saying, "Good morning, John. Always good to see you, my man. Welcome to the chat. Hopefully you're keeping well." Stevie in the house. Good to see you, Stevie. We have Wayne Bonner saying, "Good morning, Mr. Davis, Mr. Harris. How the devil are you?" Loved the last watch along. Wayne, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy this one. We do have David back. He is going to be coming. Don't you worry. He's just kind of gathering himself together, probably after going on maybe his fourth or fifth Eric Dyer rant this week, Wayne. So he's probably just going to need to get a bit of water through the system, bit of coffee. I'm pretty sure, he just needs to recover himself. We have Dermot in the house saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's the main event of the day." So live from Kildare, Ireland, to Brooklyn, New York, introducing the best duo since Kane and Son. So let's get ready to rumble. Big up, Dermot. Good to see you in the house, my man. We also have Stevie. Good to see you. We have also just making sure we have Jay in the house. Welcome, my man. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the watch along. Old Soul is here. Good to see you, Old Soul. I bet you're eating well today, my man. I bet you are eating well. ATX saying, "Let's go." Another preseason game, another preseason game, another preseason watch along. Can't miss it over here, ATX. We have Darnesh in the house. Good to see you, my man. Buenos dias, Zoe. Good to see you. Que tal? Está bien, Zoe. And she's saying, "Can't wait for today's game and for Lamelo's return." I mean, definitely have to make sure that the shin pads are doing nice and okay. When Lamelo's on the pitch, you have to make sure they're taped together. Everything's looking good. And we also have Old Soul saying the game starts in 20 minutes. I mean, I'm just getting ready for it. And like I said, I'm breaking down everything from Sevilla, Lopetegui's men, to kind of former players that have done really well.
I'm here, Jacko. I'm here. Yeah, I needed a quick cup of coffee. Yeah, I was out of bed at 8 a.m. last week, but I didn't get out of bed till quarter to 9, so I didn't get my coffee this morning. But yeah, just finished me a Cotton TV, grabbed my coffee. But look, what? Yeah, no, it's great to be back. For anyone that didn't know where I was in hospital, had some kidney stones and that to take care of, but we're back now, baby, back to our best. And hopefully Tottenham will too. And Jack, I heard you saying about me on my fifth rant about Darren Sanchez. You are correct. I have to keep going. I have to keep going with that rant. So I do. I really do. Because for me, I don't want to just sit there and then go halfway during the season or when it's too late, when the transfer window closes, and go, oh, guys, I've stumbled upon something here. Hear me out, like it's revolutionary, that these guys aren't good enough. And look, at today, I hope they prove me wrong, Jack. I really do. I hope Diron Sanchez come out and have a really good game. This
Hmm.
nonsense of he's playing at left-sided centre back. Well, he's playing there again today. So he may get used to it. At the end of the day, a quality defender can play anywhere across that back line, in right centre back, or left centre back.
You can get used to
If you
anything,
are,
Dave.
huh?
You can get used to anything, Dave, once you do it enough. I mean, he's being paid, 100K a week, to get used to left-sided center back. I hope he's
Yeah.
going to, learn it. He's also probably the most fit player, right now in the whole squad. We saw him winning all those sprints. I feel like Sanchez, this is perfect opportunity maybe for him to right maybe the wrongs of the last game.
No, and look, I really do. I really do hope he does. I really do hope he does. But I just want people to stop pretending them issues the other day were because it was the first game of preseason. It's nonsense. We're
Hmm.
forgetting about the last 4 or 5 years these guys have been here and the mistakes they have made. So it's nonsense to say, oh, it's the first game of preseason. And at the end of the day, it's nonsense to say because he was playing left-sided centre back. If Sanchez is called upon, I couldn't give a shit whether it's right centre back, or left centre back. I need him to come in and do a job, especially if I want to win trophies. So at some stage, he's going to have to come in and play there. And at the end of the day, Jack, the principles of defending is still the same, whether you're on the left, the right, or the middle. The only difference is he receives the ball on the left-hand side. But him on the ball was not my issue last week. My issue was his defense. So hopefully he does improve that. But Jack, another interesting one, Lucas Moura at right wing back. We seen
Yes.
that tried in the game the other day against the K-League 11.
We did notice that mid watch along, Dave. We absolutely did notice that for a brief second there. What I might say, about it, Dave, I wasn't impressed. He didn't look like he really knew what he was doing. There's a certain
Mm,
moment when he was kind of found in his own box defending. Just looked like Lucas was so uncomfortable,
mm,
did not really know like what really to do, how to position his body, like whether to step up, whether to kind of sit back. I'm a bit worried about it. But like we said, with Sanchez, these are sort of the games, to experiment. These are the games, to maybe see, if it works out, if it's maybe something worth, taking into, for next season. I think it's one of
mm.
those suggestions that Conte was obviously like, listen, guys, I can't, experiment with this mid-season when we're challenging,
Yeah.
for top four. Like that's way too risky. When probably some people, I see how there's the logic behind putting Lucas as a right wing back when really what we're asking for is, their play, and the ability to take it past their man, the ability to be creative in those wide areas, which Lucas sort of can be. Whereas
Mm.
Emerson and Doherty at the time weren't exactly, really, I don't know, knocking any doors down when it came to it. So Lucas did seem like a good option at the time, Dave. But I don't really feel like Conte was ever going to experiment with that midseason. Now he's experimenting with it in the preseason. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I didn't really like it, in that preseason game.
Yeah.
He looked like he really didn't know what he was doing out there. But, this is an interesting one. I think he has a very strong lineup, though, this time to help him out. We have a very defensive fullback in Sessegnon, I think, on the other side.
Mm.
Maybe you go with the very, kind of forward thinking fullback with Lucas on the other.
Yeah, 100%. And look, I'll have my say on Lucas in a minute, Jack, but there's people asking for the lineup. So if you just want to run through the Tottenham lineup for them, and then I'll give my
Absolutely.
opinion on Lucas Moura.
We have the lineup being Lloris, Romero as right-sided center back, Dyer as the center back. We have Sanchez likely as the left-sided center back, Lucas as probably the right wing back, Sessegnon, and then as the left wing back, Hoiberg and Skip holding it down in the middle, Richarlison, Sonny, and Kane. There you are, everybody. That is the
Mm.
lineup. Dave, Richarlison and Kane also up top. What do we think of that? Does that mean Richarlison maybe playing in front of Kane, Kane maybe playing behind Richarlison? What do you think?
It'd be interesting to see what Conte does with this because, as we seen last week, Jack, he played Doherty over at left wing back, and I'm convinced that if Session gets injured and needs most emergency, Doherty will play there. And we've seen him try different things, so it'd be interesting to see if he drops Kane into a creator role and leaves Son and Richarlison up top, because there are times next season where we will have to look to do that. If we can't get the ball to the front line, well, then Kane's going to still have to be the one to drop deep to be able to do that. So it'll be interesting to see what way Conte lines up. But I'll be honest, Jack, I think he'll line up with the three of them across the front, Richarlison on the right, Son on the left, and Kane up top. But it'd be interesting to see how Lucas links up with Richarlison because. But also, what message does that send out to Emerson and Doherty, though, Jack? Because two of them are natural like right backs, right wing backs
Yeah.
for me. There's just less defensive responsibility as a wing back. So it'd be interesting. Like, what message does that send out to them guys? The fact that Lucas is now playing there, and the fact that we've just after bringing in Jed Spence to come in and play there as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be
It
interesting
just
to see how Emerson or Doherty react if they get a chance, Jack.
Well, I think the reason being, Dave, is like I've said this just recently. The whole signing of Jed Spence just tells me that what they want at wingback is someone that can take it past their man, like someone where
Mm,
that's sort of more or less, I said, their superpower, to be able to just have full confidence, to be able to skin their man and maybe skin another man right afterwards, just have full confidence just to create chaos with their own 2 feet without needing to get rid of the ball. They can just take on one or two guys and then all of a sudden you have a clear, path, a clear opening. I think
mm.
that's really what maybe Spurs are looking at, in terms of wingbacks, because we did look at Adama Traore at one stage, Dave, as a
Yeah.
potential wingback. How different is that really from Lucas? Like pretty much the same sort of ability, that sort of, like tenaciousness to be able to just take on man after man after man and just kind of create chaos that way.
Mm,
Jet Spence is sort of that sort of fullback. I know he's more of a fullback kind of mold than, Lucas or Traore, but
mm,
the skill set is somewhat similar, the ability to take it, past his man, with absolute ease and also with full
mm.
confidence as well. So I feel like maybe that's what Spurs are actually looking at, maybe with that skill set of the wingbacks. And when you look at Emerson, Dave, that's the one thing he always really lacked was, that ability
Yeah.
to take it past his man with ease. He almost had to resort to coming inside all the time. Whenever he had to take it past his man, he could never dare to try to take it down the outside, where we know Dave Jet Spence, he'll take it every which way around you. Same thing with Lucas. So maybe that's what Conte actually wants from one of his fullbacks.
Yeah, I think so as well. Look, he's brought in Perisic over on the left hand side, Jack. And look, obviously he's going to be first choice. So if you look what he's looking for someone that's confident on the ball, that's technically solid, someone that can beat a man, get a ball into the box. Now, when you look at Emerson and Doherty last week, the last game, both of them didn't really impress. And yeah, you could say it's first game of preseason, whatever else. But when these guys' positions are under threat, that's not an excuse for them. They've got to come ready. They've got to come prepared,
Mm,
and they've got to start offering what Conte wants. Look, last season, Conte got this squad together, a makeshift team, put it out there, got us to top four. But this season, he's not going to settle for that. Not when he has his eyes on trophies. And I think when you look at the Spence signing, and by the way, big up that and all my Irish brethrens out there as well. Ireland, of course, winning the rugby the series out in New Zealand. Never won out there before, but won 2 out of the 3 games. Major for the country today. But back to
mhm.
Tottenham. When you look at Jed Spence, what he has, what Doherty and Emerson doesn't have, is that ball carrying ability. Someone that will knock it by his man. And good luck trying to muscle him off it. This guy is a big unit when he gets going. He is massive. He is strong. He's a strong boy for 21.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Conte is looking for, Jack. Like you said, someone that is looking to get on the ball, be on the front foot, a bit more attacking. I think that's why you're seeing Lucas there today. To be honest with you, that's my opinion. That's why you're seeing Lucas there
Yeah.
because I think he'll get on the ball, he'll skin a few people, but the problem is, what does he do then with the ball? It'd be better if he could get the ball, get us up the pitch, and then give it to Richarlison, Kane, or Son, or someone like that to do the business. But it's an interesting experiment. Let's see how it gets on.
And even Foggy Foam here saying that's why we wanted Adama. He takes people on, same as Spence. Having a beast like Romero as well to cover for right wing back is a good point, because when you also have one of the best defenders in the Premier League, Dave, if not already like in Europe, behind, behind, the fullback, do you
Mm,
really need to worry too much about, sometimes those, defensive, kind of liabilities, of a certain player? Maybe not when you have Romero backing them up. And I think when you're also coming up against teams, Dave, where you're probably going to be more the aggressor, where you're going to be the, team that has to take it to them, like again, when we come up against Brentford, when we come up against maybe, like we did last season to Norwich and whatnot,
yeah,
maybe we come up against a West Ham, Dave. We know West Ham left to sit deep. They never like to take the game
they
to
also love
anybody,
bubbles, Jack.
and they love set pieces, Dave. They don't even like it when the ball is actually in play. They don't even like open play
Remember,
football over
do
there.
you remember they were celebrating every time they got a set piece? Me and you were looking at them being amused. It's like, what's going on here?
So that's what I'm saying, Dave. You got to take the game to them. They don't want to play football with you, Dave. So when we have these sort of, players like Spence, you
Mm,
actually do have that, that superpower, like I said, to just make something out of nothing. He can just take it past one or two players, and all of a sudden you have actually, a clear line of vision to be able to
Yeah.
play it to Son, be able to play it to Kane, the two best finishers in Europe, two best finishers in the world, the best duo in the world. I'm actually really excited about it. As much as it's not the flashiest of signings, believe me, I feel like there are plenty of wingbacks we, still could have gone after, that maybe we didn't even look at. I really liked that guy from Wolfsburg, Ridley Baku, but like I said
Mm.
before, I feel like there's kind of an obvious sort of trend with who we're looking at wingbacks, and who we're looking at wingbacks are guys that can take it past their man. And also maybe we have that confidence, like Foggy Foam said, with Romero behind them. Why wouldn't you maybe go for a more aggressive, maybe more, attacking minded kind of wingback?
Well, 100%. I mean, and look, the majority of the games we're going to play this season, we're going to be looking for that attacking right wing back. Yes, there's going to be games, i.e., Man City, probably Chelsea, Liverpool, where you are looking for that defensive option. But you can always go for one defensive option one side and one attacking option the other side. It doesn't have to be both defensive options. I agree with you, Jack. And Foggy Phone, we didn't have that option last season whatsoever. So it'd be nice to have them options because you will not see results like Brighton, Brentford, Burnley, where we don't have the answers to break them down. And all they do, them teams do, is they block up the middle and say, okay, how good are you out wide? Get the ball into the box. Let's see what you can do. And they ask questions of us, and we did not have them answers last season. Hopefully,
Mhm.
with Perisic, Spence, whether it be Lucas, even Doherty, if he can come back in and get on the ball and get forward. Hopefully, now we have them options, and we'll actually might see a different Tottenham. Hopefully, we're not sitting there looking to play on the counter. And with the players we've brought in, we're actually looking to dominate the ball, which would be even more better for me because I hate sitting watching us chase the ball around it, and it really annoys me.
Yeah, definitely does. Dave, maybe we can talk about, Sevilla for a second here. Do you feel like this is a better test, than maybe what Spurs had against the K League? Because I feel like what
Yeah,
the K League offered was a very fit team, and also a team that obviously had good players, the best representation of their league, and they were all playing mid-season as well. So a pretty good test, I must be honest. But this Sevilla team, Dave, they actually played together, and they're actually there to work on something, this time around.
yeah,
That's what I'm kind of interested in. And like I said before you came on, Lopetegui is a manager I do really rate, over at Sevilla. I think he's actually done a fabulous job there, and even made the career of Reguilon. Reguilon's best every year, as a player was over
yeah.
with Lopetegui, and he is an excellent coach there. So when you really look at it, this is actually a team that we should take seriously. And I know people don't like to read much into these preseason games, but I know we certainly do over in this, kind of channel. So I feel like this is a real test, actually.
But like, yeah, 100%, Jack. It is a proper test. Look, the K League 11, they gave us a decent test, but this is a step up in class. And for me, it'd be very interesting to see how the backline get on. And I know people are probably sick of me harping on about it, but we'll put it to the test today. Was it just getting the rust out of their legs? Or is there cause to be concerned? But this is a proper test for us, a proper test for the midfield. It's a better test for our forward line, like Richarlison, Son, Kane. It's coming up against a team or a potential a team like we could be facing in the Champions League. So it'll be very interesting to see what we can do to them today. Defensively, can we get a grip in midfield and can we cut them open?
Mm,
So for me, I think it's a proper test. And look, I get people are saying it's a preseason, but if we're being honest with ourselves, do you like losing a preseason game even? I bet you don't. I bet you don't walk away after a loss of preseason and go, it's only preseason. No, you don't. You're angry. You're hurt. And I don't want to lose this. So I want to go out and win this as well. Every game is there to be won. And I'm sure Conte wants to keep winning these games so that he can have that confidence going into the season. I mean,
yeah.
like, what are we supposed to do? Wait until we've won 2 games of the season and then start looking at things and then maybe start criticizing certain teams and praising other teams. No, you do it from the first game of preseason. That's
Yeah.
when it starts. That's what preseason is for. It's to see, okay, who's on the ball this year? Who's not on the ball this year? Can we get our players recovered back from injuries? What positions, when we're looking at it now, do we still need to improve in? And that's what preseason is used for, alongside fitness, tactics, etc., etc. So today's a big test, and let's see how we cope, Jacko.
I think we're going to cope, Dave, especially when we're putting out, big lineups, like this. We're starting with another very strong lineup. When we came
Mm,
up against the K League, I thought it was a really strong lineup. It was beautiful to see Hill Messi, in the team, and it was nice to see him play alongside, some decent players. But we certainly had, a strong lineup for that one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be, a similar vibe in this game, where I like that Conte isn't, playing, majority youngsters, to begin with, and then maybe
mm,
brings on, the big guns. He starts with the big guns and then maybe mixes in some youngsters later. Remember under the days under Nuno where we were, what did we start with? Pascazzi,
Niall
Cisse,
John.
Fagan Walcott, Niall John, Scarlett. As much as
Yeah.
that was fun for us, Dave, as kind of nerds of kind of the youth team and things like that. Let's be honest, like it wasn't really helpful. It felt like for the actual season, where this
Yeah.
does feel more helpful. This does feel more productive, or it makes more
Spot on.
sense, at least, if you ask me.
No, you're absolutely spot on. Look, I love the preseason. I love the early rounds of the cups because you do kind of get a glimpse of what's coming through, and it's exciting. I love looking at the youngsters and seeing what's coming through. But you're right, Jack. At the end of the day, this is more beneficial by putting out the big dogs, get them up to speed early, get the minutes in their legs, get them used to back striking the ball, the weight on the
Hmm.
passing, etc., etc. Get them used to getting the physical contact into their bodies again, nice and early. By the way, we're wearing that horrible, horrible kit.
We
So
talked
everybody
about this, Dave.
get your
Oh, we're glowing in
snorkel
the
and
dark, Dave. You can at least find us when we're going scuba diving. You at least can find us underwater.
get your snorkel and flippers ready, guys. We're about to go diving. So let's
Richard
see what
Black
we can
Dog, Dave,
do.
with the
Hopefully
super
we come out
chat.
with gold.
Richard Black Dog here with the super chat saying, "Can you smell what Lamella is cooking, Dave?" I think you got to do it for me though, because you're much better at it. But he's saying, "Can you smell what Lamella is cooking?" That's what he's saying, Dave.
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Can you smell what Lamella is cooking? Hopefully
Richard.
nothing, my man. Hopefully it's a bit of toast in the toaster and I can just put the butter on it and finish it off. Look, I worry about Lamella because we do know he's a bit of a shithouse. He likes kicking people. The last thing we want is an injury. And we know with Lamella, he has the same attitude as me. It's not a friendly, it's a chance to impress. And
Hmm.
believe me, he's going to take it. So I'll be worried a little bit, slightly, that, he might kick out at the wrong player for us and could cause a long term injury.
They
But
have,
it'd
they
be
have a
good to
few
see him.
shit houses on this team, Dave. Even that one guy, Luis Campos, I think is kind of, a bit of a shit houser. That guy, Campos, whatever his name is, or O Campos, I
Mm.
believe. I kind of like him, Argentinian international. Of course,
Oh,
they have Papu Gomez, that guy who was great over at Atalanta for a long time. They have some decent players. Jordan, I believe, in that midfield. He's kind of always been there.
yeah.
The very, kind of ageless, I think Fernando, I believe his name is, kind of, an interesting team. They're not going for, much of a, kind of, weak lineup either. I think this is going to be a good game.
No, I think it'll be a very good game. It'll be a very good test of where we're at. By the way, Harry Kane hair prediction, whoever loves that, it's back, baby. Scoring a brace today. I just look at his hair. I know the chances, if the chances come his way, he's taking two of them. He's got the gel in. He feels good. He's lost a bit of fat off his face. You can tell it in the cheekbones. He's lean, mean, goal scoring machine, ready at your service, Mr. Harris. So that's what he's saying to me. I'm ready. I'm going to score the goals, and I cannot wait. Sonny looks ready. He looks focused as well. I'm sure he'll want to prove a point starting today as well.
Uh-huh.
Don't know how long he'll get in front of the home crowd. We might only see some of these guys get 45 minutes. So I'm sure Jack will be at it from the off.
Crazy thing to suggest here, Dave. We're just waiting for the game to start, but might as well, just to delay a bit of time. We are looking actually now at if you are, watching this on Spurs Play, everybody, we are looking at that lineup. Sanchez is at left-sided center back yet again. Dave Richarlison seems to be playing as a right winger. We know he can play across the forward line. Interesting, Dave. An interesting, sort of lineup, we're going with here. But I was going to say, Reguilon, Dave, obviously not taken with the squad, over to Korea.
Mm.
He is potentially linked to Juventus as well as Sevilla. Jules Koundé, a certain player, that might be with the team right now in Sevilla. Is Paratici, on the phone right now?
Um, Look, maybe that's why he was brought out there in the first place, Jacko, because if we're being honest, it's not really his forte or whatever the way you describe it. I'm lost for words at the minute. I'm not thinking the best, but it's too early. But it's not really his, I got it, domain. It's not his domain, Jack.
Love it.
It's not. If we're being honest, what's he doing out here? He's here for the transfer market and the transfer market only. So, I mean, there could be that potential, Jack. There really could be. I wouldn't write it off.
He's probably taking advantage of the time difference over there, Dave. He's like thinking, what, I'm 8 hours ahead of of everybody. I actually can
Yeah.
make the deals 8 hours sooner than I already would. So I'm interested. Paratici might be, Dave, already cooking even quicker, Dave. He's like, he's on the assembly, kind of he's plating like 40 things at once maybe right now that he's 8 hours ahead.
No, 100%. I'd be interested to see if we can get Kunde in. But Jack, with Kunde, I'm a bit skeptical because he's very good on the football, but he's not that aggressive
It
aerial
doesn't
sort
solve
of.
our aerial problem,
Yeah.
doesn't at all. Yeah,
And that's what kind of scares me a little.
true.
But is he an upgrade on Sanchez? Hell yeah.
And he's an upgrade if you want someone in the middle of the park, Dave, like holding the ball. He would be so much better than Eric Dyer, I'll be honest, because he would be able to actually deliver those passes that we've been asking, for, Eric Dyer to play, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He is basically one of the best in the world, from, kind of the passing positions. And we've just kicked off, everybody.
Come
We
on,
have
let's
the
go.
watch along timer, as you can see right there. So you can sync up with us. Everybody probably maybe have to go back a tiny bit. I'm not sure, but you can sync up with us, everybody. We've just kicked off. Throw into Sevilla here. And I will probably be able, actually, with my own commentary skills, Dave, to know maybe most of these Sevilla players, to be fair.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Everybody, if you could smash that like button, smash that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely awesome. Big push for 8K is on before the season starts. Let's see how powerful we can take this. Let's see how powerful the Irish Hotspur support is. Share it with everybody you know, your socials, anyone you know that supports Tottenham. Share the watch along and let's see if we can knock off a good bit towards that 8K target. And guys, feel free at any stage to show support for everything myself, Jack, are trying to do here. And I even include Nick on this because he does a lot for us, or he does a lot of help for us behind the scenes as well. And he doesn't really get too much camera time because he's always busy as well. So guys, basically it'd be a massive support to absolutely everything we are trying to achieve here, which is make this channel better for you, the fans out there, and give you, the fans, a lot more say. But do not worry, keep getting your comments in the chat and we will keep bringing them up. Tottenham on the ball here. It's Romero. No, it looks good in that number 17, I have to say. I do like the yellow socks. It's a shame we don't have a yellow jersey to go with it. Moonboots trying an absolute switch ball to Lucas Moura. Not a bad ball at all. Or is that Richarlison? No, that's Lucas. It's going to be hard to tell between these two from distance. Well done, Moonboots. That's aggressive. That's what I want to see starting as we mean to go on. Sorry, not Moonboots, Rocket Boots. How dare I?
Yeah, Dave, he might bag another left footy on you.
I hope he does. I hope he does. Jack, when I sit here and I question these guys and I criticize these guys, I don't do it because I get enjoyment out of it. Believe me, it bloody hurts me when these guys make the mistakes to do. You know how passionate I am. You know how much of a loser I am, Jack. I have nothing else outside of Tottenham Hotspur. And it hurts me when these guys do it. And all I want is for these guys to come out and say, okay, I've heard the Irish Hotspur's criticism. I'm going to show them. I'm going to prove them wrong. So come and do it. Sevilla coming down the left-hand side. Is that Acuna, Jack? Acuna, whatever you call him, the Argentinian guy.
Just fixing, the scoreboard here, everybody, so you can sync up with us. But no, don't. It probably is Acuna. That is Acuna, Dave. Good eye there. Good eye for his Sevilla players, Dave has.
Tottenham Hotspur, the hottest Spur member for 3 months, says, I actually really like the kit. Seeing it in full. Interesting. Very, very interesting, my man. Yeah, look, it doesn't look as bad in full. The jersey on its own does look atrocious. I like the yellow socks with the black around the top. I love the black shorts with the little bit of yellow in them. If only they could just make the jersey more appealing. Like you look at the Adidas jerseys we had back late 90s, early 2000s. They had different colors in the jersey. They had yellow up here and blue all the way across here. But it looked bloody good. It looked bloody good. So, yeah, look, I would rather the kit be yellow, to be honest with you. The jersey be yellow. I think it'd look a lot nicer.
All in from
I agree with the Hotspur. Oh, and again, here we go. Set pieces causing us problems yet again. Simple one in behind and a free header, and it's gone over the bar from Sevilla. But look, again, it's things that we need to start learning to work on, Jack. Look, nobody really competing. Romero competing with two of them there. Sanchez nowhere near it, looking at the ball, going over the bar. What do you expect? What do you expect? Nowhere near it. Oh, Sonny, well done. Let's go, Romero. Give it to Lucas. Let's go, Lucas. On the bike, son. It's into Richarlison. Oh, Richarlison, look at that. Draws the free kick. Referee straight in. That's a red. Jack, that was harsh, no? Richarlison just does a little solo, puts it up in the air, and they take him out. That's harsh. I'm gonna love this guy. I have a feeling.
Oh, Lord. Late as well, Dave, from Rekic.
I'm gonna absolutely love Richarlison. He's such a shithouse. Even his haircut is shithousery. Tottenham with the high press here. Look at that. Who's that? Højbjerg or Skip? Skip. Great pressing down from Skip there. Very good pressing. Traced the keeper all the way down there. That's great to see. Full of energy. Richarlison to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura gives it away into Højbjerg. He just balloons it all the way back to you.
Emerson-like clearance there from Højbjerg.
Lloris taking his time, but picks out a lovely ball to Big H. Big H glides
galloping.
He loses out. Oh, Skippy in there. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, Richarlison here. Oh, skins one.
Harry Kane.
Sir.
Oh, that's a free. No, he doesn't give it. This is a good start by Tottenham, though. Sevilla look rattled. Could have been another free kick there on Richarlison, Jacko.
It should have been there, Dave.
Sevilla looking settle on the ball.
Love that, Richie. Love that.
Oh, yeah. Richarlison gives him a bit
this is what happens, ref. If you're not going to get control of the game, you're going to make Richie mad, ref. If you're not going to get control of the game, you're going to get him upset.
Oh, it's absolutely quality.
That's all Richarlison wants, Dave. He just wants a bit of accountability, a bit of control from the referee, or you might get him crazy. It's like having a Romero up in the front line.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is like.
You don't want to get him upset, Dave. We're only 5 minutes in here. It's Sanchez. or it's Romero. Oh, my Lord, Dave. This is supposed to be preseason.
Yeah, it's supposed to be preseason. It doesn't look like it is a preseason game. It goes to what I'm saying. Look, the old thing of preseason, it's gone out the window with the money in football nowadays. Teams that have ambitions are not just using it as a preseason. They're using it to shape their season. Sevilla on the attack here. Oh, it's an overhit pass in behind. That'll do. And it's a goal kick to Tottenham. Yeah, Jack, look, preseason, we're clearly... I like the way Conte has us pressing high. And do you know what I did miss last season, Jack? Is you've seen it twice already. Is the way Skip breaks from midfield and just presses with the front line. I love that. You've seen that twice already from the guy getting up there, getting stuck in. He's not sitting back, watching them pass it in front of him. He just gets right up their hole and tries to dislodge it. I mean, I absolutely love that. Lucas Moura throws it all the way back here to Romero. Cool, calm, and collected to Hugo.
Tidy feet from Lloris. You love to see it. There you go, Hugo. That's what you've been working on.
Oh, good ball.
Sassignon rising.
Just too much on it for him.
Sanchez, just a bit ice skating.
He's missed it. He's all over.
Oh, what a pass from
Højbjerg. Kane, give it.
Oh, what a pass from Richie.
Give it to him.
Just a bit behind Sonny there. And he's got taken out again, ref. I'll tell you, ref. I need you to get control of this game.
He needs to, or there's going to be injuries.
You're just making Richarlison matter, Dave.
Hopefully. Do you know what, Jack? It'd be nice to see him get absolutely wound up and just take that ball and smash on him for 30 yards. That was a woeful challenge.
Jesus, dude.
It's
honestly like he's blind making these challenges. It's like he has a stick out in front of him, Dave, making sure. Just using his sonar.
Kev Williams, we're wearing the new away kit, my man. That's the kit we're wearing, brother. Big yourself up. Rex Ardar says, enjoying the commentary, lads. Big up from New Zealand. Big up, my man. Of course, Ireland had a very good win there. This test series, not used to, had never won out there before going into this series, and then win 2 out of the 3. Absolutely insane. Oh, Skippy just gives away that ball. Unlucky. He clatters him this time. He still falls to his feet. Good challenge for Sanchez.
He's taking you with you. He's taking him with you, no matter what, Dave. At least we always know Sanchez. He's taking him with you.
Yeah, even if he misses the ball, you're coming with him. Oh, well done. Straight off the referee's backside. It's continued on. Referee looks like he enjoyed that. It's gone out left to left. Sevilla attack. Oh, well done, Lucas Moura. Oh, ball wouldn't just stay in from me. Would have been away there. What you make of the start so far, Jack?
I think we got the scoreboard, mostly back up and running. But yeah, Dave, from what I can tell is that it's pretty much just been a pretty kind of reckless game for both sides. Obviously they're really going after each other, and they're not really holding too much back. Probably a bit sloppy on some of the touches and the passes from either team, but it's kind of what you expect in the beginning of these games. But I kind of like the intensity that we're seeing.
Yeah, I like the intensity of the game. It doesn't look like a friendly, you know what I mean? It's good. It's good. And I think we'll get a lot more out of it with it being a high tempo game, you know, and both teams going for it. It's a ball in behind here for behind Sanchez. And the ball comes across as well. What do we expect? But it's cleared by Romero. And he loses the header. Fuck me. Take him off now. I've had enough. Take him off now. He's all over the shop.
Not even 10 minutes in, Dave.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to like pick on this guy, but I'm sorry. I just can't accept this mediocrity. He's all over the shop. He's reckless. Hugo Reese with a long throw out into the middle, into Big H, and he gets a lovely touch and turn. He's looking for runners. There's no one moving off him. He's gone back to Sanchez. Sanchez back to Lloris. Hugo Lloris goes a long one back into the forward line again towards Session. Can't win it. Sevilla now on the ball, and they'll look to go back to the keeper and reset. Oh, honestly, I'm going to have a heart attack this season. I can feel it. Especially because there's more on every game because I expect us to win something. I can feel a heart attack coming this year, Jacko. If that happens, make sure you have the emergency services for
Well
Ireland.
done, man.
Cheeky little kick away there by Richarlison, winding them up more. All them little things, they'll get pissed off about that.
You got to get control of the game, Dave, or Richarlison's going to take control of it himself, Dave. You know, it's anarchy for him.
Oh, I love it. I love
Even
it.
just him and Romero being able to pass to each other is just so funny. Oh, Højbjerg, Gino, chill.
Lovely footwork by Højbjerg. Out to Sanchez. Sanchez, good pass into Skip, actually. Into Son, back to Skip. Into R9. Bit of a heavy touch, but does well. Højbjerg. Out to Romero. Romero, go on, just run by them all. Oh, referee's just come through the back of Sonny. It's a fucking friendly. How's he not giving a free kick? Come through the arse of him. Oh, what? Romero and Lucas going for that. A bit overhit by Skip. Good idea, just not the right execution on the pass. Just, Jack, that was a bit of a harsh challenge on Sonny there. No, coming through the arse of him. Stephen
People saying, will Kulusevski be able to play today, Dave? Is he available in the lineups? Interesting.
Yeah, it was reported that he was. Now I haven't seen any today's news because I've been flat out streaming since 9 a.m. But up until 9 a.m. or actually even up until I went on to We Are Tottenham TV at 10:30, Kulusevski was still available. So be interested to see if he gets minutes. Steve THFC says, Dave, what player you stress most about? Begins with an S, ends in a Z.
Moon Boots plays it wide to Romero. Romero finds Lucas. Lucas on a trademark run with a trademark pass. Come on, Richie.
It's a good ball to the back post.
Session
kicks fresh air. Unlucky.
I think he's got to wait a bit on that cross. Great ball. Just wait a bit, maybe. He's got time. He's got time there, Richie does. But I like that. I like the eagerness. I like the eagerness.
Yeah. It's good to see him attack them with some aggression. I like that. Good ball across by Richarlison. Session so unlucky to get on the end of it. Oh, good bend on that as well. It was bending back towards him. It was a lovely ball.
Big up, Jimothy. Good to see you in the house, my man.
Big up, Jimothy. Højbjerg got the ball. Lovely pass.
Lovely.
Kane and Richarlison linking up. Oh, couldn't get the ball back. Kane couldn't get the ball back to R9. Or R9 couldn't get the ball back to Kane.
Look at him press him back, though. Look how quickly he got back to the right one.
Yeah, you love that.
He's accountable there. Zoe, I love this. Dave, she's saying, Perisic would have scored that. Lovely. Yep. That's a challenge.
Probably.
Moon Boots. What is that, Moon Boots?
That's
why Moon Boots?
By Eric Dyer. Do not give away
the Romero.
Romero looking like he was getting a bit ticked there. Lamella crying. Oh, that's it, R9. Ref. Oh.
Get back, Richie.
Sevilla on the ball here now, deep in our half.
Yeah, step up, Højbjerg.
Look like we're
lovely.
To pass it around.
Sitting in our shape.
Yeah. It looks like.
Do you think Perisic scores that, Dave? Like Zoe's saying there.
I think he definitely makes a connection. I
Mm.
think he makes the connection. But that comes down to the experience, and
Oh,
just
Richie, sir.
that comes down to the experience and probably just reading it that maybe half a yard quicker, Jack. You
Mm.
know, look, it's a tough one to get on the end of. If we're being honest, it is a hard ball to get on the end of. It's coming in at a lot of pace. It's coming back towards him, and look, he just missed it. It's not like he missed it by a country mile. But maybe Perisic probably would have made that connection. Well, we hope so. I hope so, because he is world class. Session started okay though today.
Yeah, he showed definitely his strength. That he's been working on in the gym, Dave, showing the weight room for sure. Ball in, Moon Boots lets that go through. I'm not sure why, but maybe Luis called for it.
Did he let that go through, or did he miskick it?
No, I think he let it go through.
Yeah,
he got the call. He got the call.
Yeah.
Sonny
Sonny
here.
back out to Session. Let's see what he can do.
Finds
Gives it
Skip.
Ollie Skip. Back to Session. No, to Hoiberg. Out to Romero. I love the way Romero's stepping in midfield to be that third man. Back across to Skip.
Skip. Oh, made good run by Sess there.
It's a good ball. Let's go, Sonny. He delivers it. Oh, he couldn't get it off.
Low, gets cleared.
Poor delivery, to be honest.
Oh, we went high up the pitch. Sonny with the bender.
Oh, just wide from Sonny. Picks up the ball, loose ball. Picks it up, cuts in on his right foot. And just unlucky, gone wide of the far post there by Son Aldo. Gets it out of his feet, and he connects with it well enough, actually. Just gets a bit too much on it.
Big up, Ali. Good to see Ali in the chat.
Yeah, Ali, Hoiberg's playing. You got to be loving that. You've got to be absolutely loving that.
Gino looking fine, Ali, with the tan as well.
It looks like he does need a haircut, though, as well. The Korean fans, they've been absolutely amazing since we've got here. Oh, great play by Hoiberg to Skip. Lovely one-touch pass. Who said he couldn't pass the ball? Anyone want to retract that statement from last season, feel free. It's gone into R9. Oh, he loses it again. That's the second or third time he's lost. He's starting to annoy me a little bit. That's it. Press him. And Romero, like a savage, wins that. Like a savage. Oh, who missed that? Dyer with a poor time challenge. Sevilla on the attack. Coming through our middle here. It's out, looking to go out the right-hand side. Can he get out the boot? He's going to get across in here. No, they're not. They're just recycling it back across.
Step up.
No, the cross comes in. Across it.
Lucas. Yes, Lucas.
That's it, Richarlison. That's it, Richarlison.
What an animal.
Oh, go on, son. Oh, lucky. Well won, though. Well won. He had no right winning that one whatsoever.
Daniel Larson in the house saying, Daddy Hoiberg looking fine, Dave. Looking fine. That's what he's saying.
No, he's had a good start to the game, so he has to be fair to him, He's done his job. Skip has been
Ian
better.
Ferguson saying, finally got the stream to work. Away shirts look better on screen, but still not great.
Yeah.
Big up, Ian. Good to see you, Ian.
Still looks like we're a part of the diving enthusiast club.
I mean, we do have the skywalk, Dave. Maybe synchronized diving.
Don't give him
host the Olympics.
There'll be a big diving board off the back of that, off one of them stands into a swimming pool.
The next London Olympics, Dave. They'll hold it at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, for the diving competition.
Oh, it's a ball in behind the skip. Oh, he traced outside the boot. Wrong option. Son was in behind. He's just got to curl that with the inside of the boot.
Now, good attempt there.
At least he's seen the run, though. That's encouraging, the fact that he could see it. It'd be worse if he didn't see it. Or didn't even have the bollocks to try and play it. That'd be worse. Sevilla's starting to get into this game a little, though. We're starting to retreat back further and further back.
Papu. Now that's Jordan, I believe.
Is it?
Jordan, yeah, is number 8. He's been there a while. That looks like Papu Gomez. There he is.
Sevilla with a decent pass into the middle. Sanchez up his hole. That's more like it. There's nothing worse when you see a pass into the midfield or into the forward line. There's no pressure on them whatsoever. Nothing worse. I love seeing players get right up behind them, because When that pass is being made and their back is to goal, that's the time to get up behind them so you don't let them turn. But when you drop off and you give them the space and you let them turn, that's when the trouble ensues. So it's good to
Yeah.
see that we're not letting them
Oh, look at
do
Hoiberg just stand him up like that.
that.
He's like, just take
Especially
it
on
past me,
over,
I
eager
dare
to
you.
win the
He's
ball,
like,
but we'll
just take
see.
it past me, I dare you. That's what he's saying. Just like, I just dare you. Just gonna show you the weight room. I'm gonna show you the Hoiberg hips. Ball
Oh,
in for
Sevilla.
Romero to clean up.
Romero there all day
We
long.
all know what's happening there.
And he finds
Nice
the pass
pass into
out to Lucas
Lucas with a
Moura.
great touch from Lucas.
Fire.
Skippy
Skip and
man
play.
on. That is a hospital.
Playing on the edge of our box is dangerous. I like this, though. I'd rather us try and do this than just hoosh it long. Now, there's no point in doing this and now hooshing it long. Try and find a pass out.
Moonboot still doesn't look good in possession in those areas, though.
No. Oh, well done.
Oh! Find him.
Or nine.
Oh!
Ball over top for Sonny. Oh, it's just over hit. Unlucky. Good ball. Go on, win that. Win that. Oh,
Yes,
referee.
sir!
That is an elbow to the jaw. How's he not giving that? Oh, my God. Is this, Jack, is the WWE in town or something? Fucking
I don't know,
ridiculous.
Dave. Maybe the referee just forgot.
And
Maybe he
Hoiberg,
referees two different sports, Dave, and he just wore the wrong whistle today.
Hoiberg dishes out the punishment. You're not going to get away with that on Skip. I'm going to take you out. I love that. I love that. Look at that. Fuck you. Good luck. Pushes him as well. Gives him a helping hand on the way over. You're not going to come out here and bully us. I like that. Sometimes in games, Jack, you just have to get a little bit of retribution.
I mean, Hoiberg was just making it, make it clear that, hey, the pitch looks well watered. Might as well just shove you into it. If you're going to do that to my man Skip.
I'm sure one of them will say, "Hey, boys, we're going to test
Sent
your
him on a
right."
Papa Gomez, sent Papa Gomez to a slip and slide, Dave. There, Hoiberg just shoved him down the slide.
uh, let's see if we've learned from the first free kick that went into our box where they got a free header. Let's see if we can defend this one. Jeez, that guy looks like a rugby league player. Oh, we deal with that one.
Commentator says Eric Dyer looking composed. Then he does a back pass to Hugo and goal. It's really, honestly, and he also didn't make that back pass look very confident either.
No. Sevilla on the attack here. The switch play out to the right-hand side. The double up down that side. Sonny getting across nicely, though. It's a ball into the box.
Ball in.
Wow, that's way overhit. If one of our players done that, I'd be looking for him to be sold. Shocking. Who's that number 20 standing over free kick? Looks like he's playing rugby league, Jack. He's built like a shithouse.
Trying to see, sorry.
Or is it that 24 there? Maybe it is that 24. I don't know.
24
Smaller.
is Papa Gomez, the
Oh.
kind of smaller. Yeah, but what a turn Richie, sir.
Yeah, well, referee.
I mean, ref, are you 20 seconds? Are you on delay, ref? Are you on delay?
He was asking you what he was just asking you what he wanted with his dinner tonight. Do you want
referee
Coke,
lagging?
water?
Is he lagging, ref? Like, is he not on good Wi-Fi or something? Is the referee not even here? Is this like a virtual referee or something, Dave? Like, is he? It seemed like he was just freezing out there. He's on delay or something.
That was, I mean, honestly, that's about a 30-second delay on calling that. That was absolutely ridiculous. He had to wait for R9 to growl at him to call that. Oh, my Lord. What is that by Hoiberg? That is shocking.
Uh-oh.
Just gives away the ball. That referee, Jesus Christ, he's letting a lot of these challenges go. The fact that R9 had to growl at him to get that free kick is shocking. Does the referee even know the rules? Probably thinks he's fucking marshalling a UFC fight. Sevilla looking to get the ball. Just playing across the back line here at the minute. Good pressing by Son and Kane. Well done. Oh, Kane. Sanchez is overlapping Sonny. Sonny definitely doesn't use him. I wouldn't either.
Sir.
It's gone into Skip.
Finds
Lucas. He goes out to Lucas Moura.
Lucas Moura. Back post. Sanchez.
That is a shocking ball in. Like, when you put one up in the air like that, that's asking for the keeper to come out all day long. Fuck me, whipping in with some pace. When you put it up like that, Jack, that's like Gaelic football. You put one up in the air, see the player just come out and catch it. It's your bread and butter.
Oh.
Shocking ball in by Lucas. I expect better. And he misses the header, but it's gone out. That's okay.
He might be decent in the air, though, in those moments, Lucas, as we know.
Yeah. No, Lucas has done well. Lucas has done very well. It's just that ball was shocking. That was the keeper's all day long. The minute it left his foot, you can't just hang it up like that. You've got to put some whip on it,
Rich. Come on, Rich. Pull it together, son. Oh, ref, you better not blow. Jesus, ref. I mean, at what stage, ref, are you going to let the boys play here?
I love how aggressive R9 is though in this opening 25 minutes. He's like, whether it's getting free kicks or giving away free kicks, he's fucking at them.
Wayne Bonner saying, loving Jack's reactions to the ref. Keep it up. He's saying with the super chat, Dave. I mean, Dave, I think you can just tell Wayne. I mean, there's no man that, is in the referee's ear more than I am. I probably, every day I try to, take the referee out for, a nice wine, a bit of a meal, but sometimes they still don't even pay me the favor.
No. Look, Jack knows every trick in the book to try and get something out of the referee. I used to play Jack in a lot of FIFA, and it used to annoy me when he's sitting there going, "Sir, can I have a free kick?" Honestly, it's like, what are you, Oliver Twist? Please, sir, can I have some more? It was ridiculous. He used to wind me up, but I understand why he does it. You start off with "sir," and then you just slowly get more and more aggressive as the game goes along. 9 times out of 10, Jack gets the calls his way. So, but big up, Wayne. I hope you're keeping well, my
Good
man.
to see you, Wayne. Absolute legend. Ball in. Sanchez finds Sessegnon. Bit of time here.
Winner.
There you go.
Well,
all over Sonny. He's getting dragged.
All over him. He's all over him.
I mean, he might as well just get a saddle there.
To him. It's like that movie Stuck on You where the Siamese twins, they're stuck side by side. It's ridiculous.
I didn't know these kits came with a saddle, Dave.
It's looking like they do, Jack.
Apparently, you're just allowed to grip onto them. Sonny, Højbjerg. Oh, that's so saucy.
Oh, I think Come on!
Oh, it's off.
Fuck you, line.
Oh, the sauce on that was insane. Oh, Dave, the sauce.
Oh, that was
Højbjerg might have played him. He might have been outside. Yeah, Højbjerg played it when he was
offside. I was a bit raging he didn't play Højbjerg back, though. I'd love to see Højbjerg giving a shot.
He might have known he was offside. He might have known he was offside.
I take the encouragement. Like, that's his third long range effort. He got the one on the left leg, the free kick, and now that one all in the back of the net. I'm telling you, Jack, he's ready for this season. He's hurting he didn't win that golden boot last season.
Oh, that was just absolute sauce from the whole team.
Beautiful ball out to Lucas. Chest and
his chest, Dave. Whenever R9 just takes it, just chests it, Dave. Like, just an absolute animal.
It's the way he chests it on the move, Jack. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's poetry in motion.
Oh, beautiful ball from Sonny. World class pass.
Oh, Sonny, was it?
Skin him.
On to Lucas. Lucas.
You read that. He read you like a book there, Lucas. He read you like a book.
You've got Kane and Richarlison in there. What's the point of not putting the ball in the box? The two big guys.
Oh, Put it in there. Sonny and Højbjerg. Oh, don't tell me he's giving a free kick there.
Oh, I'm raging that was offside. That was an absolute rocket by Big H. Don't worry, Kane, baby. It's coming. Everybody, there's only 93 likes on the stream. There's over 300 people watching. In fact, 345 people watching. I know you guys are enjoying the match, but it would absolutely help us out if you could just love tap that like button. If you're angry, headbutt, or whatever your emotions and feelings are today,
sir,
on the like button.
They're just taking swipes at Richarlison. Now they're ref.
I love the way he draws the free kicks and the fact that
Højbjerg defending his man there.
Yeah. But Jack, I love the way we brought in Richarlison and then we're like, do you know what? That's not enough. He wins a lot of free kicks. Let's bring in a set piece specialist. I love that. Let's see if we can make use of this. See if
I don't even know what these. When you're making Højbjerg and Richarlison mad at the same time, do they know what they're getting into here?
All they have now
what they're signing up for.
Romero, Jack, and it's going to turn into a brawl.
I mean, geez, like Højbjerg's supposed to be like the calm influence in this team, Dave. Now that we have Richarlison and Romero, Højbjerg's supposed to be able to calm down. He's supposed to be able to take more of a load off. But once you start getting Højbjerg mad, that's not good. It's not good.
No, it's not good whatsoever.
You don't want Højbjerg to step in, David. Like Daniel would say, when you have Daddy Højbjerg stepping in, it's not good.
Sevilla have a throwing deep in their half. It'd be interesting to see what Conte does at halftime. Does he make changes? But I suppose we'll speak about that at halftime. Give us something to talk about. Just rotating the ball, Sevilla out here to the left-hand side or to the right-hand side.
Gomez, time and space.
Good save. You go. You go. You go. You go. Love that. It was a good effort, though, to be fair. He fucking caught that cleanly. Yeah.
Should one of us step up there? I mean, that is their danger, man.
Oh, yeah. One of us should have stepped up without a shadow of a doubt, Jack.
It's not like, as a fullback or something, running at it. It's like they're,
Sanchez
they're number 10. It's their number 10 basically running at us.
What's Sanchez doing dropping off like that, though? You know what I mean? Go out and engage with the fucker.
Rex is saying Richarlison will get the last laugh.
I hope so. I can't wait for him to score. I can't wait. See the chicken celebration with some aggression in it. Sonny picks it up. Unlucky. Sevilla looking to
Stellar's Jay
rebuild the
saying
attack.
the Sevilla game is a good test for Spurs. Lucas is disciplining himself to show his right back potential.
Yeah.
Skippy again looking solid, this time with PEH.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Jack. Lucas isn't a natural right back, right? Or a right wing back. So how comes he can play there and Davinson Sanchez can't play on the left side at centre back?
Yeah, I mean,
I get
Lucas
that.
has, adapted quite well after his first display. He did
Because
not look good
decent
against
players
with
can
the
adapt.
K-League team, but he's looked a lot better today, Lucas, from that position.
Yeah. Decent players can adapt, Jack,
Good to see you, Theo.
Big up Theo.
Oh, water break. Dave, assessment so far. Really good test, the Sevilla game. Really good game so far. I think we probably have had the better of the chances. It's not like there's been huge chances, but I feel like, we've just been in more threatening areas. I think we've won the ball also higher up the pitch than I think
Yeah.
Sevilla have at any stage. I'm liking it, honestly. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, look, first of all, I think it's been a decent friendly, Jack. Being played at a good high tempo. Challenges flying in left, right, and centre. I mean, what I like about it is we're having to look after ourselves, but we're also playing well. We're also playing well. Harry Kane disallowed goal. What I will say is maybe when we get into the forward areas, that final pass seems to be lacking right now.
Yeah.
But hopefully that will change the longer the game goes on. But right now, I think we're holding our own. I think we're doing very well. And I think so far our back line are holding out and looking decent enough. So long may it continue. I've been very impressed with Skip in midfield, though. I think getting stuck in, a few nice passes, Højbjerg as well. So yeah, all good. Lucas at right wing back looks like it's working a bit, Jack. But again, if there is no end product, then there's not too much difference between him, Matt Doherty, and Emerson. So hopefully he can produce something from out there. He had two opportunities to put the ball in the box. The first one, look, he just floats it in the air. That's bread and butter for the keeper. He's coming to take that all day. You've got to have more nous about yourself with that in behind, And then the second one, he doesn't put it in when he should. So let's see if he can get that decision make going.
Yeah. And honestly, Dave Billabong saying, I think our preseason opponents are extremely well mapped out for once in terms of a challenge. I think that's a great comment by Mr. Billabong, Dave. Maybe because Sanchez just have to make sure.
What is that? Take him off. I take it back. He's not doing well. I take it fucking back. As soon as I try to give him a bit of leeway, he fucks me off. Idiot. I'm fed up with him. I tried, Jack. I tried to give him a bit of leeway 2 seconds ago. Piss me off.
Richie, lovely pass. Lucas here, time and space. Oh, he sees Richie galloping through the middle.
Oh, unlucky Lucas. Again, pass probably should be better.
Big up, Dave. Great comment, my man. Ellie saying, I love hosting my first show on Tottenham Gold yesterday, and both you lads are an inspiration to us all and credit to our club. It's an honor to know you. Ellie, I haven't been able to check it out yet. I was very, very busy yesterday, on plenty of streams, but Ellie, can't wait to take a look at it, Dave. She ran the whole show herself, ran the whole ship over at Tottenham Gold. And we all knew Ellie could do it, though. I mean, Dave, she runs even a whole stream sometimes by herself. That's what people come to see Ellie on certain streams, Dave. So I know we could do it. We knew she could do it.
No, look, I had no doubts whatsoever at all, actually, to be honest with you. Look, she's been around the community long enough, been watching and listening and joining in and being on panels and everything else. I knew she was going to smash it. But look, it's not easy. It's nerve-wracking. It is hard. But once you get the first one out of the way, you just kind of crack on with it. And hopefully we'll see more from Ellie. Oh! Sonny with the header. Unlucky. But yeah, Ellie, keep doing the good work. Keep doing it. You absolutely smashed it. And long may it continue. It's good to see.
Appreciate the support. Ellie.
Yeah. Big up, Ellie. Really appreciate it. Support. Good ball in the box. Sonny with the header.
People are saying they can hear expressions getting the crowd going, Dave.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I looked at his blogs or his vlogs, if you want to correct terminology, from the last game, and he was trying to get the crowd up and singing and getting the songs going and stuff like that as well. Look, some of the atmosphere is a bit quiet, but again, look, it's preseason,
Sanchez,
that's free. Thank you. I was going to say, look, he doesn't need to be looking bad enough without the ref making him look even worse. It's free kick all day long. I love the jacket Conte's wearing. That's a nice jacket, actually.
He was super chilled out in this game, or in the last game.
Oh,
ball in.
Oh, just overhit. Unlucky.
He
What a
was
ball
super
over the
chilled
top.
out, Dave, in the first in the first game. He's not so chilled out for this one.
No, he's not, Jack, because you can guarantee, like, look, he sees this as a test. He wants to win, you know? That's what it's about at the end of the day. It's all about winning,
Yeah.
and he wants to win.
Adrian Chia saying, "Big up, lads. Third kick looks quite all right. Come on, you Spurs." People are saying, Dave, they're starting to warm up to it, and everything. I guess the more you stare at it, maybe people get more used to it, I guess.
Yeah, look, it's not distracting me away from looking at the game, so I suppose that's a good thing. Look, it probably is one of them that'll probably grow on you. It's a bit like that Galaxy kit last year, or you know what
Lovely
I mean?
sass.
It's one of them that'll probably grow on you. Maybe it's not as hideous. It does look hideous on its own, but as a kit, it looks okay. But,
Hmm.
I mean, what 40-year-old man is going to wear full kit to the stadium? You know what I mean? So they're
Referee
just going
just
to
see the
wear the
challenge on
jersey.
Lucas there. That late challenge on Lucas. Referee
Oh
just
my
see
God,
that.
I'll just play on. He's okay.
Referee, there are bodies all over the pitch here from the lack of refereeing that you're doing here. You need to protect these players, ref.
Yeah, the referee has been piss poor. He's letting a lot go, isn't he? Jesus Christ. 2 bites of the cherry they had on Session there. 2. Not 1. 2.
Seems like any challenge that studs up, the referee thinks it's fair play, Dave.
Seems like, Ja, I think he must have got a different rule book to what we get over here. Apparently that's allowed.
Yeah, they're hacking us down, says the hottest spur.
It's ridiculous.
Lucas also had someone had a ridiculously late challenge on him.
Hugo Lloris with a long pump, well held up by Sonny.
Someone just overran it. Oh,
He
wow.
just dances by him
Who is
and he
that?
goes to the ground. Is that Sanchez again?
Is that
Oh
Lamella?
oh my Lord, my God. I've never seen anything like it. Honestly.
Lamella absolutely galloping through us there.
I've seen more composure in a pile-up on the M50 than I do in Sanchez.
Oh my jeez, he's just dead. Did you just see him there? It's like he's on a slip and slide. It's like it's like they put soap and water on the pitch, David. He's just slipping about. What is going on there? Why is he falling? Why is he falling?
It's abs. He's look. It's just he wins that
Good
one.
clearance.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. Do you know? It's not actually ridiculous, Jack. I'll be honest. I just find it embarrassing. I find it. That's my defender. That's embarrassing.
Off the post
Oh,
from
Lamella hits
Lamella
off
as
the edge of the
well.
box off the post.
From Lamella.
Unlucky. But yeah, Jack, back to Sanchez. That's just embarrassing, man. That's your defender. That's the guy you're expected to be the hard man, put his body on the line, make the tackle. And he's falling over, clawing at fucking fresh air. Fuck me. I mean, like, what do I have to do? Wait till the second game of the season when we've dropped 6 points because of the fucker? It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. And that's why I call it out now. He's not good enough. He's useless.
Ian Ferguson saying Romero has a lengthy hit list going into the second half.
Would not surprise me that. That would not surprise me at all, lad. That
Probably
would not
asking for a pen
surprise
and
me.
paper right now, actually. He's walking over to the sidelines.
He's waiting to crunch somebody. He is waiting. I think he's going to save it for Southampton, though.
The problem is, Ian, is that, Sevilla, they don't have, the names on the back of the kits yet. So he's going to have to write down the, the kit numbers. He's probably a bit frustrated by that. I can't even just look at the, the names. He's going to have to write down their kit numbers.
Jack, just let me know when the cat is out the bag and we're actually allowed to talk about Sanchez, will you? No, please. Seems to be this kept hush secret for the next while. Ridiculous.
Under pressure. Good effort, Sonny.
I need a rollie. That's what that guy's doing to me.
Lamella playing like it's UCL final.
Yeah. I love that mentality, though. I love that mentality. Get it right from preseason and start your season how it means to go on.
Ian Ferguson saying Coco just ate Sanchez's lunch there.
Ian Ferguson's cracking me up lately, actually. I'm not sure where it was on Twitter on the one of the shows the other night, putting in very witty comment to crack me up. I think it might have been Twitter, actually.
Big up, Ian.
Oh,
Sonny, beautiful hold up by Sonny there. Højbjerg. It's got to be better,
lucky. Good
P.
attempt.
It's got to be better, Pierre.
It's a good attempt by Højbjerg. He
Oh,
needs
he's
a haircut.
frustrated with himself. He's frustrated with himself as well.
He just needs a haircut. It's to do with the aerodynamics, Jack. If he had a short back and sides before the game, he would have got the right weight on that pass.
Mm.
It's another long ball pumped forward. Well done. Sanchez wins this one. Oh, they came off the Sevilla player. Kane's on side, or R9's on side.
Richie. Oh, poor touch.
Unlucky. If he had a yard extra pace, he was gone, Jacko.
He had no momentum, it felt like.
Mm.
Yeah, he lost the momentum, it seemed.
And he's on side as well, because he came off the Sevilla player.
Yeah, come on, hold it up, Rich.
Someone help him out, guys. Someone needs to tell these players to change their studs at halftime. They're slipping everywhere.
Oh, read like a book by Lucas.
Come on, H. Come on, big H.
Get there, Lucas. Get there. Sir.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Lucas just didn't seem to want to be able to get there.
No.
It was a great read by him.
It's a good switch by the Sevilla player. Takes all the Spurs players out of the game there. And they play it back to where it came from. Pressure on by Skip. Unlucky. That's it, Richarlison. Now go, Lucas. Use that pace, son. You are looking a bit tired out there, Jacko, towards the end of this half.
I just hope we keep it together. I'd love to keep it either. Oh, Højbjerg.
Oh, my God. It's a ball in behind for Sevilla.
Oh, moon boots.
What a tackle.
Oh, moon boots. Saving Pierre's ass.
Credit where credit is due. He saved Højbjerg's ass. Fuck me, that was
together, P. Get it together, my man.
Romero, well won.
What are you doing there, lad?
He was in two minds. He didn't know whether to hit Dyer or Lloris with that. What defending by Eric Dyer. Brilliant defending. Gets back, makes up the ground, and does enough to put the striker off. He was clean through it forward.
Does a great job putting him off.
Yeah, brilliant defending. See, Rocket Boots got him back, Jack. Brilliant play. See, guys, I can't give them credit. I can't give them credit. I'm working on myself. I'm trying to be a better person.
All in. Ocampos. Deflected. Lamella.
Oh, that is shocking by Skip.
Deflected again.
Well done, Lucas.
Højbjerg. Take time. Take time, P. Lovely.
Into Son.
Sir!
Ref, give it to Kane. Oh
my God, just shoulder barred Sonny there, though.
Yeah, that was. It should have been a free kick.
Sanchez win this.
Well
Sanchez!
Oh, nutmegs him. Go on.
Sanchez!
Oh, he does Romero like defending. That's good play by Sanchez. Redeems himself. Well done. Referees what's he giving a free kick to them for?
You did that to yourself, lad. You did that to yourself.
He pulled out of the challenge. He's a bitch.
He shoulder barred Sonny, and then Sonny just showed him the weight room, and that's what happens, Dave.
I was very Romero.
He did that to himself, Dave. He did that to himself.
Yeah. I was Romero-esque Sanchez there, Jack, you know? Nuts wins the first ball, Nuts the second player, and then comes through the third player. But I got flashbacks of Leicester. Well done, Sonny. Go show good strength there. Just shame he couldn't get the pass off. Ah, lovely. Gives him a burst lip in the process. Oh, that's going to be a slow one. Amount of blood coming out of that. Looks like that could need stitches.
Did it to himself, Dave, like I said.
Even Son's getting a bit of Romero about him now. I love it.
Ellie with a super chat saying, thank you for your kind words and encouragement, lads. Question for you. Do you think Conte would play 2 or 3 in the midfield with 2 wingbacks or just 2 in the middle, essentially? Do you think we'll experiment with 3 in the midfield at some stage, Dave?
I think so. I think, look, the whole reason why we've gotten these transfers is to have that option. I think, look, against Liverpool, I think you might see the sort of 3 in the middle. But
that's what he wants.
I think most games, Jack, he will go into them with the 3-4-3 as the formation. and if
Uh-huh.
needs be, change it. Whether that means dropping Kane back, into more of a deeper role and getting on the ball and keeping Son and Richarlison up front. But the whole thing is having that flexibility, because there were games last season where people were like, "Oh, Conte, why aren't you changing it? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that?" And it's like, well, if us fans didn't think Winks and Bergwijn and other players or Lucas would change a game, what makes you think Conte would believe in them to change a game? He can't
Mhm.
work magic. But now that he has them options, you can ask that of Antonio Conte, Jack. And he
Yeah.
has different formations, so you can say, well, look, why didn't he switch it up? Why didn't he go with this formation? Why didn't he change it? Which is what we wanted at the end of the day. Because when you're asking them questions, it means you have the squad to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hoiberg.
what a
Jesus,
shot
dude.
pass. Fuck me.
Hoiberg's having a howler.
Fronts up, skip. He gets off the shot and it's gone wide, way wide.
Hoiberg is having a howler.
Absolute shocker. Absolute shocker. And it's
Get it
not good
together,
for him.
PEH.
Not good for him. I'm not going to make the excuse that it's his first game either, because he's got Basuma on his ass. He needs to be better.
Yeah, that needs to be better from P.
He's got Basuma on his ass now. There's competition for spots. He has to
Good
come,
defending by Skip
ready.
there, though. Didn't show him inside.
Yeah, that was good by Skip, showing him on the outside.
He's gonna want to curl it there. He forced him on his left.
Yeah. But Jack, I mean, what do you think of Ellie's question there about the change of formation?
I agree with you, Dave. I want us to experiment it with it at some time. This preseason. I think that would be nice. To be able to see maybe an extra midfielder come on. Maybe we go for something a bit different. Just a sec there. Deflected pass, dangerous pass played by Romero. Sanchez, Cess.
Good ball by Cess.
Kane.
A beautiful.
And he's getting taken down as well,
Great.
ref. Oh my lord. What is happening here?
Did he forget his whistle, Jack? Did he forget his whistle?
It's like he dropped it on the field and he's looking for it.
Someone bring on the magnifying glass and help him find it. Fuck's sake.
You need a metal detector to find it, Dave, I guess. Geez.
He's just letting absolutely everything go. And all he's encouraging is a bad challenge for someone. They will end up in an injury. Romero, he can't help it. I love it when we do it. I just don't like seeing it.
We're doing it. I mean, they're doing it to us, Dave, so we're doing it to them.
Yeah, at least we're handling ourselves. That's too easy, skipping inside R9 there. Oh, I love that by Romero. He just can't help but leave one on someone, can he? He just literally can't help it. He can't go 45 minutes without doing it. I love that. Sevilla on the ball. Looks like they're just waiting for halftime whistle. And there you have it, guys. It is still 0-0 here at halftime. Not in Suwon, actually, not Seoul. It is in Suwon, the World Cup Stadium in Suwon. So, good game though. Very good half. Very, very good half. Guys, put your comments in. Feel free to get your super chats in with any questions.
Oh, bit of a spat going on between Sonny and that player.
I love to see that. I love to see it. Go on, Romero, just headbutt him. Someone lose it. Oh, here we go. Full pitch spat. We love this. Get the subs in. Where's Conte? Where's Stellini, actually?
Yeah, Stellini is in there. I see him. Love
The
to see it.
telling the Sevilla players, just go in. Just get in. That's Sevilla
That
player
kid
crying. It's his fault for being weak.
Kid is. Kid's
It's his
been
fault
asking
for
for
being
it.
weak. What's he crying for? Look at Richarlison. He's pumped up now. Look at it. Look at these eyes.
Look at that face.
He's looking like he's gonna kill somebody.
He's just like breathing out as well. Just the way he's just breathing out, like he's just getting ready for it. I mean, look at Emerson as well. He's just being the guard out there.
But I love that. I love the way the boys are all getting involved, backing each other up. Because years gone by, we'd have been like trying to calm it down. Oh, buddy, come on. We're getting up in their faces. We're aggressive. It's like, let's fucking have it. So I'm talking about fighting for each other. It's what we love to see. There's real teamwork going on here. Real team coming together. I absolutely love that. But guys,
it's beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. Leighton Evelyn saying, keep the same energy for all players, not just Sanchez in a super chat. He's saying, Dave.
Say that again. He
says, keep the same energy for all players, not just Sanchez.
I mean, tell me where I haven't. I said the same about Højbjerg, did I not, a minute ago, Jack?
Yeah,
did I not? Honestly, let me correct this. Did I or did I not just say Højbjerg also needs to come prepared because he has Basuma on his ass and that he's been bad that half. He's been woeful. So I do keep that same energy, late. And I'm sorry to tell you, maybe you're only have to tune in. I'm not sure, but that energy is there. So I don't know what you're saying. Look, I don't get why people don't like me criticizing Sanchez. Someone tell me why. Are you gonna deny that he's been awful, or are you just gonna sit there and look at the one tackle he made and the nuts he done and say he's had a good half? You're gonna look at his defending all around and be honest with it. I just don't understand it. Why is it? Why is it you're not allowed to have constructive criticism on this guy? Why? Someone tell me why it's such a taboo subject.
Ian Ferguson saying, dude came for Sonny and lost. LOL. He's mad. Dave, I mean, what have you actually made of that fight, actually? I mean, we've been kind of saying from the beginning, we said, wow, this looks a bit testy, more than, regular preseason. Eventually, kind of boiled up into, this sort of kind of, explosion. I think we're kind of all for it. Like we said, people said, don't read too much into preseason games and whatnot. Look at how these players are treating it right now. I mean, they're having a spat right now. So clearly they're taking it quite seriously. Maybe the fans might not think that we should take it too seriously, but I don't know. Players look like they're taking it pretty seriously at this moment in time.
Yeah, look, and it's the right attitude for me to have, Jack. At the end of the day, it, it may be preseason, it may be a friendly, but you'd rather win it than not win it because you want that confidence going into the new season, And for me, I love to see the way that we're approaching it. If I'm being honest, Jack, I absolutely love the way we're approaching it. To be honest, and I love the camaraderie. I love the way we're getting stuck in because years gone by we've been too soft. We would have cowered in these sort of games. But I love the way we're getting stuck in and giving as good as we get. It's good to see it being played at such a high tempo because playing these games at that tempo, you get a lot more out of it than what you would when you're seeing the two teams just piss about.
Yeah, absolutely. Philip Brady saying some of the Sevilla tackling is out of control with the ref letting them away with it. Exactly, Philip. Couldn't say it better myself. And he's saying Hoiberg not doing himself any favors. Neither is Skippy. I actually think Skippy, I think, is playing much better than Hoiberg, if you ask me. Hoiberg is really, not, put himself in any glory. In the beginning of the game, Philip, you were calling him Daddy Hoiberg. And then, to be fair, he's actually almost turned into maybe one of the worst, maybe of the half, Dave. I mean, he nearly gave Sevilla 2 goals, as much as maybe we're kind of, questioning the defending at times. This guy has almost given them 2 excellent opportunities to be able to score. So Hoiberg, I think for me, has just been probably the one that's been, I don't know, like maybe he's just going about it too slow. Maybe he's not really wired, in the same way that he normally is. Like you said, Basuma, is probably looking off the, the bench right now thinking like, well, I wouldn't have made that pass. I would have probably been a bit more composed there. Hoiberg's got to look over his shoulder for a second. I mean, as much as he thinks he has that sort of, kind of status in the squad, I mean, honestly, I think Skip is actually looking better than him, if you ask me. Skip, even at one stage, kind of saved Hoiberg, Philip. But yeah, I completely agree with you. I mean, from the beginning, this referee has not called a single tackle, it seems like, for Sevilla. I've yet to see even a card, for some of the challenges that they've made from Sevilla. And it seems like any single time that we just give a tiny bit of, a return, a tiny bit of a retort in terms of a tackle, he's just straight there, calling the whistle right away. And we've seen all these late challenges on our players as well. Not even, harsh challenges, but late challenges. I don't know, Philip. He's going to have to get control of it because if you have an angry Romero, an angry Hoiberg, an angry Richarlison come into this game, I mean, honestly, good luck to those Sevilla players. I don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah, look, first of all, I think the referee's been absolutely atrocious. I question, did he bring his whistle out at half time? Some of the tackles he's letting go is absolutely it's appalling. It's absolutely appalling. The standard refereeing is absolutely shocking. As for Hoiberg, I think he's been absolutely useless. Again, I'm not going to make the excuse that so many people do for Sanchez. And I mean, I find it funny that people go, oh, well, why don't you use the same about other players? Well, I am. But why don't you also use the same about Hoiberg then and say that it's first game of preseason and let it slide? But you're not going to, but I will be consistent. And Hoiberg has been absolutely trash, Jack. He's been shit. He nearly gave away a goal. He's sloppy. He's been sloppy in midfield on his passing. Hasn't really got stuck in. And he's a mile off the pace. An absolute mile off it. And he's got Basuma chasing up his ass. So again, okay, if you want to give him the excuse his first preseason game, fine. But that's not going to help him. At the end of the day, we brought in another midfielder to this club. Bentancur was brought in January. It's up to him to come ready and up his game and prove why he should be the man to be selected for Southampton. Conte's not just going to pick players against Southampton based on what they've done last season. He's going to look at preseason and pick them based off that and what they're doing going into this season. They're here and now. So Hoiberg better up his game, or else he could find himself on the bench very, very quickly. If
Do you think
not,
do you think even? I mean, to be fair, like I think most of the midfielders last time out they only got 45 minutes, so that might be Højbjerg's 45 minutes, and that's sort of what it was for him, and it wasn't convincing at all. So let's say Papa Matasar, maybe Bentoncourt come on. Would you say maybe that's probably the most likely compare? Maybe next field,
I
midfield pairing to come on. I could see that happening.
I think Bentancur done well the other day. I wouldn't mind seeing Bentancur come in for Højbjerg. I slightly disagree with Philip. I actually think Skip has actually been okay. I think he's been decent enough, if I'm being honest.
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know. People seem to continue to think that you're talking about Sanchez. I guess when we're not
Yeah,
even
no,
talking
look,
about
we'll address
Sanchez.
it later. And
We're
Evelyn
not even
put in
talking
another
about
super chat.
Sanchez. Everybody right now, I don't really get it. We're not even talking about Sanchez, but
No, look,
seems like
people
people want to keep
look.
spamming it.
Leighton Evelyn and then this guy, Easy F. Leighton Evelyn is putting a super chat there. And he says, Dave, mate, you said you don't like Sanchez, so obviously it's not the same energy when he messes up compared to others. Now, again, Leighton, you're taking what I said out of context. Let's add in, I don't like Sanchez because he's crap and the mistakes he makes. But you want to leave that out to suit your agenda. You're trying to make it out that I don't like him as a human being, which I don't, because he's crap at football. He's crap for my club at centre-back. So at the end of the day, if he's crap, what do you want me to do? Sit there and kiss him and send him Valentine's cards and fucking suck his balls just because he's Sanchez and he's a player at Tottenham? No. If he's not fucking good enough, he is not good enough. And that's it at the end of the day. It's not personal. I look at what I want from my football club and he's not it. So what? Am I not allowed to criticize him just because you like him as a player? Is that why? No.
I
But
just
if you
don't
don't
even get
like
it too. Like we haven't even been talking about Sanchez for the last like
no, it
six, seven
seems like
minutes.
I'm
I
not
haven't
allowed
been
to
talking about
criticize him
Sanchez
because
at
other
all.
people like him as a player, and they hang on to that. I'm allowed to criticize him based on his performance, and it's always been based on his performance. It has never been on what type of person he is or anything else like that. It's always been based on the guy's performance. And that's it at the end of the day. If he's crap in a Spurs jersey, what do you want me to do? Sit here and pretend he's been good. Let's get out the party poppers and celebrate Sanchez. Never going to happen. If he's been crap, I'm going to call it out, just like I've called it out for the last 2 years on YouTube. I've done it consistently. Called out guys, winks, winks. I've called out Davies until he had a good season last season. Dyer, I call all these players out. I've called out Bergvin. I've called out Lucas. But,
Might as
all
well
the
get all
time.
the let's get all the Winks lovers in the chat then. Might as
All
well
the
have
time. I
them,
call out
just
all
start,
these players.
harassing
I
them.
don't understand it. Just because you like him as a guy, perfect. You're entitled to like him. But let's not be blinded. If you think that first half was good enough and you think the game he played the other day is good enough, well, then don't come crying to me when we fucking lose in an important game next season.
Appreciate the support though, Leighton, and at least you put it in a super chat.
No, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. You can't criticize Sanchez. I'm sick of it. It's fucking bullshit. Call it as it is. Stop pussyfooting around this shit because we're only going to get hurt in the running next season when this shit costs us. And then people are going to make a big deal out of it. Bullshit. People trying to say I'm criticizing Sanchez for ulterior motives. I'm criticizing him on his performance. If you don't like it, nothing I can do about it. I only call it as I see it.
Appreciate the donation, Leighton, and appreciate your opinion at least. Donovan saying celebrating 4 months. Dave saying Patron has been sloppy. Højbjerg has been sloppy. We're a couple of passes away from something special. There's potential. I mean, Donovan. Before we get to because that has been maybe the main sort of theme. Is Højbjerg's kind of sloppiness. It does feel like though maybe Richarlison every time it's just one sort of kind of heavy pass or like maybe one sort of heavy touch away from getting an assist, getting a goal. It feels like Donovan, or even at other stages, it's been like one slightly heavy touch, one slightly heavy pass, and we almost just made a beautiful goal or like a beautiful moment. And it's probably just more just preseason, kind of just running. So it's just how it is. They kind of just get their first touch, a bit better. They kind of get their mind a bit sharper in the final third. If you ask me, the final third has actually looked pretty solid. Actually, at certain stages, like we seem to be able to play through teams kind of like a knife through butter. It's just sometimes the final ball, like I said, the final pass seems to be lacking. When it comes to Højbjerg, I mean Højbjerg, Donovan, he nearly gave away 2 goals. He nearly gave away 2 goals to Sevilla. There's no other way to say it. One of them they definitely should have scored. I think the other one, they probably would have done pretty well to have scored from it, but he certainly gave them probably their 2 best chances single-handedly. Højbjerg did. And then when it comes to Patron, being Sanchez, I don't know. Like that's, Conte's nickname for the guy. So I hope that Conte is going to continue to work with him if he sees a future with the guy. That's all I can say, Donovan. But thank you for celebrating 4 months as well, Donovan, all the way out in Canada. Big up, my man.
Legend. Big up yourself, Donovan. What a man. What a man.
Welsh Gal also saying, big up, lads. No access to the game, but loving your commentary. You guys are brilliant and so genuine. Cheers. Come on, you Spurs. Welsh Gal, absolute legend. Hopefully, all is good, especially Dave. I know she's got the new job as well. So, she's a bit busier these days, but she still tunes in whenever she can. Absolute legend. Welsh Gal is absolute legend.
Yeah, no, big up Welsh Gal. Absolutely, really appreciate the support. It's really kind of you. Same as Donovan, same as Philip, same as Evelyn. Whether we agree or not, really appreciate the support, brother. And everybody else, as well today. It really, really does mean a lot. Mr. Brady, of course, as well. Really appreciate it. But yeah, Welsh Gal. Look, hopefully we're doing a brilliant job. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we're just here to watch the game and hopefully engage with Spurs fans. That's all we want to do at the end of the day. So the fact that everybody is enjoying it is an absolute bonus. So I
I'm
really
having a good
appreciate
time,
that.
Dave, with this watch along. I'm having a great time, especially
And
because it's
everyone keeps
actually been a
smashing that
good
like
game of
button.
football, Dave. We just witnessed a fight happen at halftime. Dave. Like, this is,
Yeah.
they're not like walking off, just kind of, just waiting for the next 45 minutes to end. Like, it seems like, there's probably a bit of, maybe anticipation going into this one. They might even have to be separated, in the tunnel while they're coming out right now. That's how much of a ridiculous kind of game this is.
No, look, I'm loving the game. Look, I'd much rather be watching this sort of game, Jack, than two teams sitting off each other and watching them pass it around. There's nothing worse than watching a preseason friendly like that. You feel like you've just wasted your time.
Absolutely. Big up Welsh Gal. Hopefully, I know you can't see the game, but it seems like you're enjoying the commentary, Welsh Gal. And I know sometimes, we're not giving you the play by play, but you're probably at least getting the vibe, from us. Welsh Gal, absolute legend. Really appreciate you tuning in as well.
Yeah, no, big up, big up. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate
Richard
it.
Black Dog saying, Dave, mate, don't sit on the fence. Never sit on the fence, Dave. Burn Sanchez, return tickets, and leave him there. Richard as
Look,
well, Dave. He doesn't want you to sit on the fence, Dave. He doesn't want you to.
look, first of all, I get I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and some people may think I come across as angry, which I can, but a lot of the time it's actually passion. I'm just passionate. Like I said, I'm a fucking loser, guys. I've nothing else outside of Tottenham. This is all I have. This club is everything I have. And that's why I get so passionate about it. And look, one thing you'll never find with me is sitting on the fence. Never. I'm not that sort of guy. In fact, it actually hurts me sitting on the fence. I curl up inside. I want to hate myself for sitting on the fence. If someone asks me my opinion, I'll give them my opinion. And even if they don't like it or they don't want to hear it, I'll still give it. And that's it at the end of the day. Sitting on the fence does nobody any good whatsoever, ever, ever. So look, with Sanchez, like I said, I criticize him on his footballing ability, and that's it at the end of the day. And people say that I don't come with the same energy as other players. But then you haven't watched my last 2 years worth of videos on Harry Winks, then have you? Or Deli Ali, or Endombele, or Lo Celso, or you know what I mean? The list goes on.
I was gonna say Sanchez has received, the quite, he's received honestly a spa treatment in comparison to what Harry Winks has received. He's received a spa treatment in
Like this is what I'm
comparison.
saying. This is what I don't get, lad. It's like people
Harry
are
Winks.
ignoring
Oh
the
my lord,
criticism I've
Harry
given
Winks.
Endombele, Lo Celso, Deli Ali, Harry Winks.
Harry
And
Deli
other
Alley
players,
and Deli
Davies up
Alley,
until last
Tongi,
season,
Tongi
Dyer.
as well. Those all the I mean, Davinson Sanchez received the spa treatment. He's received a spa treatment in comparison.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Look, like I said, I wanted him to prove me wrong today, and he hasn't. Is that on me?
Harry Winks.
No.
That's so
If you have
funny.
a problem with it and the way I talk about him, then someone ring Sanchez and tell him to perform better.
Oh, whoops! I left the clock going. Everybody, sorry about that.
No, that doesn't matter. That's the least of your worries, that you're trying to contain me, my man.
I love it. I love it. All right, we're about to kick off though, everybody. I know there's a slight delay. It's just I think the feed, going from us to YouTube. That's all it is, everybody. We have the live feed just like you guys. I just think there's
Jack,
a
I just
slight
got to run
delay.
off to the Jacks. I'll be one
No
second.
problem. There's just a slight delay, everybody, in the feed, when it gets produced out into YouTube. So that's why there might be a slight delay. So feel free to sync up with us. But we do have the scoreboard, we do have the timer, and feel free to sync up with us, especially right now. Looking at a new young Sevilla player, sitting, and he's kicked off by the looks of it. We have kicked off, everybody. Rakitic has come into the field. That will be interesting. I wonder if Perisic, might be joining him. We have a few new players I'm looking at. I think I see Emerson out there, if I'm not mistaken. Emerson looks great in that new kit. As much as I don't like that kit, he actually looks fabulous in it. Trying to make out who else is there. Doherty, Højbjerg still on the pitch. Maybe just there to, kind of redeem himself, maybe slightly. I think I see Tanganga as well at right side at center back. Ben Davies making an appearance at left-sided center back by the looks of it. Still Lloris in goals. Sonny with a flick on to Harry Kane. And Kulusevski is on for Richarlison. So those are the big changes I've noticed so far, everybody. Bentancur as well. So I've seen Bentancur, Emerson, Kulusevski. It looks like Tanganga. And then I think there might have been a change at left wing back and also Doherty, if I didn't already say that. So I believe 5 or 6 changes at least in the starting, or at least from the starting lineup, everybody. Harsh challenge yet again on Sonny there. Joseph, I'll get to your super chat once Dave gets back. I know he wants to answer it, once he just gets back from the Jacks. But Sonny, actually, not the challenge, actually dragging this man down there. You love to see it. Like I said, we're still keeping at that sort of kind of feisty, sort of tense, kind of state right now. Everybody's happy to see Decky in the house. Good to see him. Adrian Chia saying, keep it coming. Son drew blood. Definitely not a friendly. I mean, like I said to you, Adrian, or maybe like I said in the watch along, honestly, whichever Sevilla player that was, I mean, completely, his own doing. He basically tried to take out Sonny, tried to shoulder barge him, and then, just ended up, just kind of hurting himself in the process. And, when you're kind of having a Sonny, run at you full pace like that, Sonny can, lay a bit of hurt on you. And that's what he did. Beautiful pass by Bentancur and a beautiful ball through to Sonny. He's in behind. Sonny all by himself here. He's going one-on-one. And he plays a dime. I believe it's to Kulu. Oh, good defending there. He's got to maybe take his time there, Kulusevski does. But beautiful pass in from Harry Kane with a surging run by Sonny in behind. Had Jesus Navas for Sevilla absolutely twisted inside and out. Kulusevski, yeah, a bit slow there by Kulusevski, but it's all right. Good play by Harry Kane and Sonny. Emerson hacking down his Sevilla man, getting his, taste in. But Adrian, yeah, I mean, they're drawing blood, they're hacking down at each other. It's definitely not a friendly, and that's why I think Adrian, this is a game that you sort of could read a lot into if you really want to, because these players seem to be going at it pretty hard, if you ask me. And if they are going at it pretty hard, then you sort of should read a lot into it. It does tell you maybe what these players are like, maybe what they're sort of writing their seasons on. Maybe the Sevilla team means business, and we obviously know this Spurs team is going to mean business, this upcoming season. But maybe it's the same thing for Sevilla. Maybe that's why they're playing so hard. Maybe that's why they're playing, a bit nasty, because, they're trying to, have a bit of a winning mentality as well. Hugo back pass, a bit sketchy there. Tanganga plays it to Kulusevski with a beautiful flick to Bentancur. Absolute sauce from the lads. And Højbjerg plays a dime to Kulu, gets there. Oh, and he skins him again, Kulusevski does. Play that pass. Oh, he's got to play it sooner. He has Doherty making the overlap.
Oh, I'm back, lad. I'm back.
All right, you have a super chat, Dave, from Joseph for you. And he says, don't change, David. Call it as you see it. Don't sit on the fence just to ease.
Yes! Harry Kane!
Harry Kane! Come on! 1-0 up to the boys.
What play by Sonny. Gets on the ball, does a sedan sort of turn.
Sorry, Dave. Oh,
no, sorry, Joseph. We'll get to your super chat in 1 minute. Sorry, my man. What a goal. Brilliant goal. Sonny with great play, and then feeds Kane. And Kane just waiting there as the recipient and just puts it away. What do you expect from Harry Kane? His finishing has been ice cold.
Gymnastic celebration as well. When I looked up, Dave, it did a bit of a somersault.
Yeah.
Onside.
Oh, look at that by Sonny. Look at that.
Oh, what a pass at the end as well by Sonny while he was down, while he's dragged down.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful. Bentancur wins it back. Brilliant play by Bentancur to win it back. Good pass into Sonny. Sonny, as being dragged down by skilling them, he still gets the pass off to Kane, and then Kane just slots it in bottom corner. Absolutely beautiful goal. And that is 1 goal to the good for Tottenham.
World-class players just, putting it on their back there. That's all they need to do is just combine there and it's over. Love that. Absolutely love it. Bentancur, Dave, has been saucy since. Oh, he's doing it again. Benton sauce. Bento box, bento sauce, Dave. He's been absolutely disgusting in these past two preseason games. Bentancur has.
Yeah, no, he's come to preseason ready, Jack. He's come to preseason ready, and that's what I like. He's seen that Basuma came in, the place is under threat, and he comes ready for good half the other day and starts off this half brilliantly.
But yeah, Joseph, just to repeat it, sorry, Joseph, getting back to that super chat saying, don't change, David. Call it as you see it. Don't sit on the fence just to ease people's feelings. Sanchez, Gia, Winks, Tongi, and others are whack.
And look, what I will say is a lot of these players that I have called out, well, Pochettino didn't like much of them, never played. Jose Mourinho didn't either, and now Conte. So, I mean, my thoughts must be along the lines of winners, is what I say.
There you are. There you are, Joseph.
I haven't been too far wrong. Look, if you look at the players, you look at the ones left at home, I haven't been too far wrong when I've called it. I haven't.
Love you, Joseph, my man. Absolute legend. Thank you for tuning in as well. And
Big
thank
up,
you for the
Joseph.
donation.
And one thing I'll never do is just not say something to ease people's feelings. Never.
Oh, Hoiberg, weight room! Weight room! Show him the weight room! David, just shove that man over.
Things you love to see.
Doherty, wrong option. Oh, he showed you inside. Doherty, you love to go inside as well. And why?
I was so playing by Hoiberg.
I literally shoved the man into the turf there, Dave. After that sauce. Again, a beautiful pass from Bentancur, but Hoiberg shoved that man into the turf.
Yeah, for sure. But Joseph, my man, absolute legend. Really appreciate the support, brother.
Good
and
man,
the kind words. And the kind words. Look, like I said, it's all passion on my end. It's all passion,
And then James Coffee, Dave, saying, Dave doing a Dyer. Absolutely love it. Love his honesty, too, regarding Sanchez. We made a mistake when we bought him and need to move on. Dave, did you enjoy doing your Dyer, earlier, back in the Jacks? And he's also loving your honesty with Sanchez. Did you have a good think, Dave, while doing your Dyer earlier?
No, my man, I wasn't going for Dyer. I have a kidney stone. So when I need to go to the toilet, I have to go. So that's why. But yeah, look, no, I didn't do a Dyer anyway. That's for sure. If I did, I would have been a slight bit longer, if I'm being honest. But no, look, really appreciate it. And at the end of the day, just it's you can make you can admit we made a mistake in the transfer market. Look, what I say is I don't really want to harp on too long because the guy's not on the pitch anymore, right? But he was brought in, right, as a potential replacement for Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld. Both have gone. Dyer has come out of nowhere to reclaim the centre-back spot. Davies has moved into left-sided centre-back. We spent money on Romero. We've brought in Lenglet. Tanganga's even got in ahead of him at times. And it's kind of like, if this guy was so good, then why have we had to spend the money we've had to spend on that position? You know what I mean? And why have other players like Ben Davies and Dyer come from nowhere to form a back three if he was that good? Let's be honest about the situation. We made a mistake in the market. He's not good. Jose didn't like him. Conte doesn't really like him because he doesn't start. He only plays when he has to. And Pochettino didn't really like him. I just don't understand it. Honestly, someone sit here and tell me what this guy has done for him to get the defense the way he gets. Even Harry Winks didn't get that defense.
James, my man, and I'm pretty sure he had a good think, while he was having that Dyer, my man. I know he's telling you, he was doing something else, but he was having a good think, I bet. And we love that honesty, like you just said. We love that honesty, and yeah, to be fair, I don't know if you could say we made a mistake. I don't know if we knew that Sanchez would be this sort of player, but it just seems like he has just been around way too long, and at this stage, we're making excuses for our most expensive or second most expensive defender ever.
But the thing is, I said this all summer long, Jack.
Oh, ball in though, Dave. To Kulusevski.
I'll come back to my point. Let's see what Kulu can do. Outruns him on the
weight room.
Yeah, absolutely love that. It's gone back.
Emerson.
Let's see what he can do. Gone back out to Kulu.
Recycling it.
Yeah, into Moon.
Back to Dyer.
Out to Davies. Yeah, I'll crack on with the point I was going to make. I can't even remember it now.
I'll just read it again. James Coffey saying, Dave doing a Dyer. Absolutely love it. Love his honesty, too, regarding Sanchez. We made a mistake when we bought him and need to move on.
Yeah, I remember the point I was going to make. Like, look, at the end of the day, I said this all summer long, Jack. Us fans have to stop accepting this mediocrity that we've been forced to accept over the last years. We've been forced to accept it because we haven't done our homework in the market.
No.
And we've been forced to accept average players and try and defend them, try and look for different positions for them because they can't play in the position they were currently bought for. We're in a new era now. We've got Don Paratici with quality coming in here. We've got Antonio Conte who only wants trophies. We're in a new era. We've got a better squad than one of the best squads I've seen in a long time. You know what I mean? We've got to move on. We've got to keep shifting out these average players. The only way you go on to win things is by keep getting out the players that aren't doing well and bringing in players that will. It's the only way, Jack. We've been forced to accept this mediocrity, and I can understand people defending certain players, but at some stage, you've got to get on board with what we're trying to do and just get these guys out of here and move them on, whether you like them or not. They're just players that I like that have been moved on. I have to accept it, Jack, you know? Like Reguilon. I like Reguilon, but he's going to be moved on. You know, hear me sitting here crying about him, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, fair point there. A lot of fair points there actually made. Ribsy85, just to take it somewhere else. Big up, James. Really appreciate, the donation, my man. Ribsy85 saying, I kind of dig the weird yellow socks, though, not gonna lie. Honestly, the more we keep looking at the kit, the more we're just gonna start liking it, even no matter how atrocious it is. Maybe that's just what Nike does, Dave. They make such a shocking kit to test your tolerance, of your football club's kits. I think that's what Nike is trying to do. They're just trying to test people's tolerance.
I'll
For
be
seeing
honest, I don't know if anybody's on board with me, but start bringing back these jerseys, the Adidas ones with the collar. Start bringing them back. Go and get me Adidas back. The Nike jerseys have been absolutely horrendous. I think if you go back and look at the jerseys they've made, you can probably pick one that you're like, okay, I'm happy enough with that. But you can guarantee the other two you've probably thought have been hideous, So for me, get rid of Nike. Let's stop this bull crap. Let's stop palling around with it.
Emerson.
Go and get me Adidas.
Great pass by Emerson.
Oh, play him on
Moon
the
boots.
outside. He's gone.
Moon boots.
Oh, good ball. In behind the sun.
Oh, tricky.
Sonny. Oh,
tricky.
shows him the way through. Emerson picks that up.
Oh, lovely pass again, Emerson.
Kulizeski. Good play by Emerson.
Hey, have you been seeing these step overs from Emerson? Is he turning Brazilian all of a sudden?
He's getting inspired by Lucas Moura and Richarlison.
He's getting his Brazilian passport, Emerson is.
Tanganga. Back to moon boots. Across the Davies.
He looks great in that kit, I think Emerson does.
How is Højbjerg still on the pitch? I do not know.
He's looked good, actually, alongside Bentancur. He's improved a lot. Alongside Bentancur.
Bentancur just picking up the ball and doing what he does best. Tanganga sloppy first touch and looks back to Lloris without even looking. If he underhit that, we were in massive trouble there.
He did underhit that too. I think Hugo just helped him out there.
Like, he didn't even look when he went to pass that back. He wasn't even aware of the danger of Tanganga. Doherty over at left wing back. This is the second time Conte has experimented with this in the preseason. He played over there against the K-League 11 for a little bit. I wonder why he keeps playing Doherty on the left. Oh, that's it, Kane. Just abuse him. If you can't take it off him, abuse him. That's what we like.
I think it's because Doherty is more of like a utility fullback, Dave. Like, maybe he's trying to experiment Conte with like him playing left wing back and right wing back. Because if we're going to keep Emerson this summer and keep him for this season, Emerson's going to be seen as the defensive wing back. Jed Spence is, the attacking wing back. And then then Doherty is sort of like the fill-in left wing back, right wing back, like he's just going to play all over. I think that's what he really is. He'll be like the sort of utility, kind of player. And maybe during preseason, they're just experimenting with him playing left wing back more because he probably needs more work as a left wing back than he needs work as a right wing back, Doherty. So that's my belief, is that they'd rather work on him at left wing back as much as they can right now during preseason.
Yeah. Look, it's definitely a good observation. I think, it'll be interesting to see, like you were saying, Jack, is that something maybe for a bit like the future if Sessegnon does get injured and Doherty be called upon? It'd be interesting to see, but it's something that Conte is definitely experimenting. And look, we have to remember he played well against Newcastle over there last season, So, look, for me, he's not my favorite position. Again, I actually think Doherty is sort of average, but look, let's see how he gets on. But Conte definitely has something up his sleeve by trying this in preseason. And like you said, Jack, it's better trying it now than during the season when it actually matters, which is good. We have Karen saying David is always negative. Well, that's a surprise, my man, because a lot of the channel reputation is built on being so positive. So I'm sorry you feel like that. Maybe just watch more of the content. You might find me happy. I'm actually a lot more positive than most, actually, to be honest. Sevilla with a
Shot
throw in
in
here.
from some youngster. He seemed upset with himself.
Yeah.
Blazing over the ball. Nice souvenir.
It's a good challenge by Tanganga. Jeez, he plays that one. Yeah, it's a good souvenir for someone in the crowd. Loving it. Keep that and get that signed by Sonny at the end. Sonny and Kane and all.
Conte motioning for something.
I wonder what he's calling for, lad.
Harry Kane. Dropping deep.
Probably could have if he wanted to be a bit more adventurous, probably could have went over the top for Sonny there. He made a good run.
Ben Davies plays it back to Moon Boots.
Cross to
Finds
Tanganga.
Tanganga. Crossfield to Ben Davies. Højbjerg. Nice touch.
Back to Hugo. Hugo goes a bit longer. Out to Matt Doherty, who wins it well. Nobody in the middle looking to pick up that ball. Højbjerg couldn't get out there in time. It's Sevilla on attack here down our right-hand side. What can they do? Cuts inside. Plays it into the middle. Recycling it back across the left-hand side. Plenty of space out here. Can he get a run on Emerson? He doesn't fancy it. He goes back inside. Tottenham sitting in that low block really well. Someone get out there. Well done, Doherty. I don't know how the referee has let that one go. That's a free kick all day long, but he has. Great first-time football by Tottenham. Højbjerg gives it away. Sevilla back on the ball. Cuts it inside. Moon Boots is there. Has the composure to pick out Sonny.
Moon Boots.
Again. He loses it.
Oh.
Sevilla look like they're going to crack one from distance, and it's gone way over. Since Davies has come in, the defense looks a lot more comfortable.
At least in possession as well.
Yeah, in possession especially.
Tough challenge.
Not in dire there either. He was up against two people.
He also took the ball forward, and then there was no one forward to play to.
Yeah.
So he was going to have to go on a 70-yard run, I guess.
Sure, look, he done it the other day when he put one in with the left boot, lad.
Yeah, Dave, like you said, he'll shut you up, Dyer. If, he hears, bad on his name, he'll bang it in from 40 yards. He does drop into midfield, though. Like, look at that. That is interesting.
Yeah. I wonder, is he being asked to do this? I wonder, because remember Conte said before the last game that he would be looking at tactical things. And I wonder, is like some of these little things we're seeing, is it just because it's preseason, or these things that maybe Conte have asked him?
Oh!
What a strike from the edge of the area by Sevilla. It's 1-1.
That's what Rakitic does, to be fair.
Good strike. I don't think there's really anybody at fault for this one, to be honest.
That's what he does. That
we'll
was
have
just
another
against
look.
the run of play as well. Kind of just against the run of play. It just kind of bangs it. That's, like I said, that's what Rakitic does.
Oh, that's disappointing. We'll have another look. See if there's anyone we can blame here.
Ball in from Jesus Navas.
Ball in.
And then just played. That's a nice goal. That's a nice goal.
It's a good strike. Tried to get out there. Tried to close it down. It's a good strike. There's no really one you can blame there.
Especially a guy like him. Like, he's kind of always had goals like that, to be fair to him. He's kind of known for those type of goals.
Oh, that's disappointing. Hopefully we can get our forward game going again and create another chance or two and take the win here. This has been a very good test for us today, though.
It has. Dave, you give an itch that much time outside the box, he's just going to bang it.
Yeah.
You give any itch, that much time, they're just going to bang it.
What I will say is, though, the warning signs were there. They had two that they put over the bar previously to that.
No, you're right.
So they did. We're struggling to get a bit of possession here now in the last 5 minutes.
Bursky is saying we can't deal with the pressing without maybe Romero. That's an interesting point. Romero is one of our bravest on the ball in the back.
Yeah.
Well done, P. Lovely. Sir!
Free out, no? Surely they're giving that.
Ribsy said Hugo is at full stretch there. That's just a finisher's goal.
Someone else saying Dyer turned his back. I'll have to have another look at that.
It was a hell
No,
of a
because if he
strike.
did, it's just what he does last season. Oh, Tanganga's turned. Too easy, Tanganga. Way too easy. He's been disappointed. Even the last game he played, he was disappointing. Sevilla looking to get the ball in around the edge of the box here, and we're just letting them have it. We're not learning our lessons. Well cleared, though, by Jaffe. That's it, Kane. Get the pressing on. Go on.
Love that.
Kulu, you go to the other side. So make him go along. Try and get possession back here. Well done, Jaffe. Great control. Oh, Bentacore. Looked like he got under control there. Just a heavy touch. Sevilla down our left, down the left-hand side here. It's a ball towards the edge of the box again. Sonny, good clearance. I mean, how much more? I'm not even going for the football. It's bloody obstruction. Fucking hell. He's playing the man. He's not even playing the ball. He's playing Kulusevski there. Jesus, ref.
Patty Higgins saying, miss these watch-alongs. For those of us who can't get to the games, the Irish Hotspur watch-alongs are the next best thing. You're still watching the game with your mates. Absolutely love that comment, Patty. Very, very kind of you, my man, as well. Big up, Patty.
Yeah, no,
Patty
big
Higgins.
up, Patty. Big up, Patty. That's a really nice comment. I really, really do appreciate that, my man. Big yourself
Love
up, brother.
Jesus Navas plays the ball in nice and early.
Well done, Doherty. Well done. Good tracking back. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Paddy. Look, when I first started this, I didn't really have anybody to enjoy the games with, you know. Like I used to, when I used to live at home with me parents, I used to watch them with the father the whole time. But you know, I was like, what an effort by Kulu. You know, you kind of things change a little, you know, and I didn't really have anybody to enjoy the games with. So the fact that so many people want to tune in with myself and Jack and enjoy the game with us, it's absolutely incredible. And the friendships that we've built up off this is, you know, and the opportunities like getting to games and stuff like that. It's been absolutely amazing. It's been amazing. So no, Paddy, big yourself up, brother. And that's a great comment.
That was a beautiful strike by Kulusevski.
That was a good strike by Kulu. Cut in. It was a sort of replica position from the one against Norwich at the end of the season.
Derek Smith saying Kulusevski's looking very pink. Yeah, honestly, you know, Harry Kane one day did look like he needed a bit of sunscreen too, Derek.
Harry Kane out to Emerson. Can he get a ball in? It's a shocking ball. It's to nobody.
Yeah, to literally no
one. Back. Someone close him down. You can't pick it up. That was a shocking ball by Emerson.
He's done better, actually, taking it past his man, though, Emerson, this game. He's played and he's kept possession really well today.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
Playing better than I think he did the first game.
Davies,
beautiful pass from Davies. Dink him. Oh,
it's offside. Unlucky. That's a good ball. Well spotted by Ben Davies. Good weight on the pass as well.
Ripsy says, I'm a football geek whenever I watch Decky play.
He's way onside. He's way on. Holy fuck.
These refs have been absolutely.
Jackie's on by a country mile. Jesus Christ. He's way off. He's coming back. Yeah, they're good. That's shocking by the linesman on Sonny. That is a shocking call. He's from your own country. Give him the benefit of the doubt at least.
They're bringing on Munir, that former Barcelona guy.
Oh, yeah, I know him. Trying to look at it, see what Conte can do. Can he make any changes? Could maybe bring off Højbjerg, but there's nobody else to bring in there at the minute in the middle. Brian Gil-Messi's coming on. Troy Parrott.
Come on, Gil-Messi.
How can I forget about that? Come on, Troy. Come on, Troy. Let's get a goal here, buddy. And Gil-Messi, let's show everybody let's show the world what you're made of.
Oh, come on, Gil-Messi.
We have to wait another minute for them substitutions. Let's wait and see what happens.
Oh, come on.
In the meantime, Tottenham are looking to build an attack. Hopefully, this might put a few people into gear, seeing the subs. They might actually do a bit better going forward. Dyer's on the ball. Out to Ben Davies. That's it. Move it quicker. This is what Conte wanted all preseason. Doherty. Oh, that's a shocking ball by Doherty on his left foot. That is shocking. He didn't play either Son
Well
or
done,
Kane.
Ben.
Højbjerg there to clean it up.
Oh,
Ref.
sir. Poor from
Yeah,
Højbjerg.
well done, referee.
It was
Now
poor,
we
though.
should see the substitutions coming on. That looks painful. Looks like he got that one in the chest. Brian Gilmessi, who's coming on for? It's coming on for Højbjerg. Or is that Papa Matasar? So Kane's coming off. Højbjerg's coming off. And what's the other
Brendan
number?
Austin coming on, and Papa Matasar. I like to see that Papa Matasar is coming on as well.
Son's coming off as well.
Good
Well done,
performance
Kane.
from Son.
Good finish,
from
Kane.
Harry.
Well done. Pierre, not your best performance.
Yeah.
Well done, Sonny.
Pierre's got to just much better. Got to be better.
Well done, Sonny.
He improved in the second half. He had a better second half,
Yeah.
Højbjerg, but
yeah, he's still not up to like. If
it
you
was
look at the way
shocking.
look at the way Bentancur comes into the game. You know, Højbjerg has to be ready. It's what
Bentancur
competition does to this team. You know,
Bentancur you could give that guy a 40-mile-an-hour pass straight into his chest, Dave, and he would somehow be able to put it down and with full composure.
Yeah, and Brandon Austin for Hugo Lloris in the last substitution. Let's see how Troy Parrott, Gil Messi, Sarr, and Brandon Austin can get on. I really want Troy Parrott to nick a goal here.
Ripsy85 saying they couldn't find a kit that fit Hill.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Not even they couldn't find a swimsuit to fit him.
Shorts are probably so long on him. Sonny, that's his final involvement in South Korea. He done himself justice. Very good in front of his people. Looks like Perisic probably won't get a run out at all today, even though he's on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Emerson. Oh, he pulled out there. He pulled out Emerson. He thought about it for a second. That's why he ended up on his arse. Interesting to see if these youngsters can go and nick us a winner against a team like Sevilla, you know, with Kane and Son not on the pitch. It's a good pass into the middle. It's gone back to Tanganga, into Bentancur. Just floats one in behind, lifts it. Troy Parrott trying to battle. What can he do? Oh, well done. Well done, kid. Picking up a throw-in out of that. Well done.
Pape.
Tanganga, back to Parrott. Goes all the way back. Across the Dyer. Ben Davies now on the ball, being pressed. It's a good ball into Doherty.
There you go. Good time.
Into Bentancur. Goes backwards. Probably had time to turn a little there, Bentancur. Dyer now on the ball. Switch of play all the way out to Emerson. Get out. Oh.
When that. Ooh. Papa Matasar with the long legs.
Referee. Now he's found his whistle. 73 minutes in, he decides he knows where his whistle is. Ironic.
That's what I like about Papa Matasar, though, Dave, is that when he actually closes a guy down, like, you can't really get by him because he has those really long legs, as we know. So he kind of just pokes it, no matter what. Like, he's either going to foul you or he's going to poke it away from you.
Yeah.
That's what I do like. That's why, I don't know, like, the more we watch him, that's why I do kind of like, if he was, working hard for you, pressing all over, like, he's kind of a tough person to try to dribble it around.
Yeah. No, he is. Tottenham trying to press Sevilla high. Bit harsh on Harvey White, maybe not getting a run out today.
Yeah, maybe.
It's disappointing. I thought he had a good cameo the other day. I thought maybe he would have seen some minutes. I wanted to see him get minutes in the middle, Jack, to see can he offer something different to Papa Matasar, But Papa Matasar's on the ball here, striding forward into Doherty. Doherty's just not comfortable out on the left. He goes back every single time with it.
Yeah.
He's just not comfortable out there. Every single time it's backwards and it's hindering us going forward. He doesn't want to open that body. Oh, well protected by Bentancur there. That's lovely. Into Papa Matasar. If we go out to Doherty again, he goes backwards. I'm going to fucking scream. He goes forward this time. In behind for Gil Messi. Just can't get on the end of it. It's a throw into Tottenham. Ben Davies back to Brandon Austin. What's going on here? A water break. Water break already.
Just as they came on, I guess, maybe for the other players that have still been on the pitch.
Yeah. Hopefully we can nick a winner, Jack. Do you think we're going to nick a winner? There's about 10, 15 minutes left to go.
It really should probably still be. Maybe you're right. Like, maybe that goal that Sevilla got, was sort of coming, and maybe 1-1 is sort of fair. I think we've blown more chances than Sevilla have, if you ask
Yeah.
me, in front of goal. And it's just like in certain moments with either a poor pass, poor touch, or something. So I kind of feel like we probably deserve to be in the lead. I'm not really too fussed about it because we know it's just preseason, like it's
Yeah.
just nice to still see that these players are playing with a lot of effort. They're playing with a lot of intensity, and that's what, it's nice to see as sort of like, fans of this football club.
Mm.
But Sevilla, I just feel like they sort of got that goal against the run of play. It's a really good goal, though. Like, you can't really take much away from them there when they did score it. It's hard to know, like, whether really Brian Hill, Troy Parrott, Papa Matasar, Kulusevski, these sort of guys, like, do they really play with each other that often where they're going to be able to create a goal? Because, they're not exactly, teammates that have a bunch of chemistry, if you know what I mean by that.
Mm.
So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting if they actually do. I actually doubt it, but Sevilla's goal sort of came against the run of play anyways. So I'd be surprised if they were to score because they already did score one against the run of play. So I've
I
kind of
think
I think if anybody's going to score, I expect it to be us if anybody's going to score. But
mm,
Sevilla could get another one against the run of play.
43,998 the official attendance for a pre-season game. That is
Ridiculous.
absolutely
Ridiculous.
incredible. Another near sellout crowd again to witness Tottenham Hotspur. Jack, I agree with you in a sense that the goal was against the run of play because it was probably only the real dominant spell they had in the game where it was for about 5 minutes where they kind of
Mm,
put 2 shots over the bar before that from the edge of the box. But the
mm,
warning signs were there. And again,
yeah,
it concerns me that we weren't really being put under too much pressure defensively, but
great
we
pass.
still concede a goal. And for me, it's still concerning. K-League, we weren't really put under too much pressure either, but still conceded 3. And it's like, I hope the next preseason game that defense is ready to go. If it is, if the excuse is that it's preseason, because it's concerning me. 5 minutes worth of pressure in the bag one. A good strike, don't get me wrong, a good strike, but the warning signs were there on the edge of the box, so no one took them. Sevilla on the ball here.
Well done,
Well
Bentancur.
done. He's had a very good game since he's come on.
Thinking a bit ambitious there to pull
Ben,
do that.
Bentancur has done both sides of the game well, Jack. Getting stuck in and the
He
physical
hasn't put a foot wrong
plus on the ball. He'd be
both
very
games.
good to come on.
Hasn't put a foot wrong in both games.
He's a silky footballer, this guy. So much composure. He's that laid back, you're probably checking for a heartbeat.
Big up, Gaetano. Good to see you.
Big up. Gil Messi with the pressure on. Sevilla gone long. Way too long. Move boots decides he'll keep it in. Puts Bentancur under a hell of a lot of pressure. Oh. That's just beautiful. By
Brandon Austin under a ton of pressure either. I mean, Boot Boots loves a
Why didn't you
hospital
just let
pass.
that go out for a goal kick,
He just
though,
loves a hospital pass.
Why didn't you just let it go out for a goal kick and that's spilled out from the goal kick? It's a bit of a stupid decision, but anyway, we got away with it. Brandon Austin out to Jaffet. Out to Ben Davies. Very slow to build up from the back here. He's looking for options. There is none.
Ribsy just said Bentancur must see the world in slow motion.
Sorry?
Ribsy saying Bentancur must see the world in slow motion.
I think he does. He definitely sees it a lot slower than he's being muck out on this left-hand side.
Oh, my God. Sanchez ice skate rink fall as well.
Even a minute ago, Jack, he's all the time to turn and he goes back.
Everybody's on skates today. Everybody's on skates.
He's just not comfortable out there on his left foot or using the left foot. He's not whatsoever. Bring on Harvey White. Put him out there. He's left-footed. He's just not comfortable. He keeps taking the safe option every single time. He's taking the pass that's on every single time. If that was Harry Winks doing that, I'd be ridiculing him.
Look at Bentancur as well, just all over that guy.
He's had a very good half, Bentancur. Let's get the press on this goalkeeper. Let's make him go along. It's a Papa Marsar pressing up the middle.
Troy. Oh,
well
lovely
done.
Tanganga. Come on,
Give
Sar.
it to Troy. Give it to Troy.
Yes, Kulu.
Fucking give it to Troy and Gil Messi. There's 2 of them over there, Kulu. Very selfish. I don't mind it. He's a goal scorer, but a bit selfish.
Well won by Tanganga there.
Yeah, very well won. That was impressive.
Tanganga has that in them. Kind of has that in him though, Dave. He loves, like a big aggressive tackle like that.
Yeah, he does. But you know what, though, Jack? I don't think the kid has covered himself in any glory since
No, he hasn't. That
in
was
his
probably
last
his
two
best
games.
moment that we've seen in preseason. That was probably his best moment right there.
Like the thing is, yeah, you're probably right, Jack.
He was a
Like
great
he
tackle.
has good
Great
games
tackle.
in him. That's what's frustrating. That's a
Back
good ball.
post.
Ooh,
Troy was
that's
all
a
over him
corner.
there. How's that not another corner? Did he get out? Did he get a touch on that?
There's no way Bentancur got his head on that.
No, it was Troy Parrott there. It was Troy Parrott.
Oh, there's no way Trey Parrott got his head on that.
Parrott's number 39.
Sevilla making a substitution here. Wasting the clock. Or you can get off the pitch. No one cares about you. Get off. Boo. Having a clue who this guy is coming on. We don't care anyway. It's all about Tottenham. Oh, well, won. He's hardly given a free kick for being competitive in the area, is he? Oh, my God. You're not even allowed to be competitive. What is the world coming to? What is this sport coming to? He wins the ball.
I have no idea how that wasn't a corner, Leighton. Honestly, didn't make any sense. Sort of, the game has just gotten dead. Like
Referee
gone a
must
bit
be on
dead.
drugs. Yeah, it is gone a bit dead. It is gone a bit dead, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think both teams just kind of want to see out these last few minutes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I clicked my game link off by accident. I'll get it back up.
It's a bit, just kind of, there's just been no momentum really for either team recently.
No, we haven't really created too much going forward either. They haven't either. It's just been a lot of ball recycled around the middle from left to right. And Davies looks hurt
Dan.
there.
Good to see you, Dan.
I wonder, does this mean Harvey White could be coming on? They're not going to keep him out there. They're surely to take precaution with him, considering he's only back.
We didn't get to see Jules Koundé, Dave.
No. I wonder, does that mean anything, Jacko?
I mean, he's definitely leaving Sevilla, so that's probably why. So, but
100%. That's him 100% out of there, and there's no chance of him staying.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. He wanted to leave last summer, but he didn't.
Yeah. Very rarely that goes on for 2 summers without them doing business when he wants to leave.
Davies is out the game.
I wonder, we haven't brought on anybody else either, have we?
No.
No, we haven't. Davies back.
He's back on.
It's a ball in behind.
Emerson tracking back.
Well
Love
done,
it.
And Emerson, that's a goal kick. Well done.
Well done. I love the short socks on Emerson as well, honestly. Like he's the only guy that looks good in that kit, I must say.
Oh. Yeah, I do like them yellow and black socks. They are nice. Emerson done well there to make up that ground. Well done,
yes,
Gil.
Hill? Oh.
Left, that's a free. That's tidy footwork in tight space by Gil, drawing a free kick.
See that hesitation
just
there,
running
Dave?
down the clock. This is embarrassing. It's pre-season and running down the clock with late substitutions.
That was a beautiful just hesitation by Hill there as well. This guy they just brought on too earlier.
They're an embarrassment.
Someone called this guy, Dave. Someone called this guy a B-rate Gavi or something. They said it's very funny. Someone said, I think it was Ribsy or someone who called this guy like a like a Gavi doppelganger or something. Very funny.
Oh, Davies is out the game. He's heading down the tunnel.
Out.
Looks like there's an injury for him and Maliki
Walcott. Fagan Walcott?
Yeah. Maliki Fagan Walcott, I think is his full name, isn't it? He's mad. Long name. It's a free kick. Well done, referee. Who's that down now? Kulizeski. He's only back from injury as well. That's not good.
Ripsy likes the socks as well. Davies coming
concerning.
off.
It's
Yeah.
concerning that Davies had to go off though, Jack. Because he's only back. So
Yeah.
that's concerning.
Need
I
at
hope it's not serious.
least pressure. Come on, Troy.
That's it. Good pressure. Now win this.
Oh.
That's your keeper, Moon Boots. Well done. Hugo. He's gonna have to go long. Oh, what is that? That's shocking by Hugo
Not
Lloris.
good from Brent. No, it's Brandon Austin there.
Oh yeah, Brandon Austin. Sorry. Well, that's shocking by Brandon Austin. Gone wide. Got away with that one big time. Got away with that one massive. That's shocking. Just wide. We got away with that big time. There's 4 minutes left here in this game. It is dying a death. Hopefully we can nick it at the death as well. That'd be lovely.
Yeah, I agree. THFC, he should drop the Walcott part.
Yeah, the ex-Cooner. Oh, unlucky Emerson. Tried to steal that.
Well done.
Malachy Walcott. 10 minutes later.
Like that.
Bit of bite about
Leaves a nice one in him. Leaves a nice one in there. Oh, you like to see that. Maybe show him the floor as well. Well done.
Follows through with the knee as well. I mean, that's
show him
brilliant.
the floor. Show him what the floor tastes like.
I thought they were about to make another substitution. I was about to go nuts. Gill and Parrott haven't really been able to get into it since they've come on.
Yeah, they just barely have gotten any touches.
That's it, Kulu. Get out there, nice and quick. Emerson, get up his hole. Well done.
Why are you first time in that?
Someone's got to give him some. Yeah, he's got to take that down.
Oh, well done.
Well done. Oh, well done. That's a beautiful challenge.
What an animal. Kulu.
Emerson. Leave that go out for throw. Well done.
Okay. Like the urgency. Yeah, find Bentancur. You have him.
Sevilla starting to press us now in the last few minutes.
Tanganga's moved to left-sided center back. Hill.
Oh, well done, Hill. Well done. You don't need muscle to be able to do that. You just need talent. Oh, Lord.
Tanganga dribbling into pressure.
Oh, my
Austin,
God.
okay. Yep, sorry, guys. Austin, not cutting. Austin has just...
His distribution is shocking.
That's the one thing he should be good at, you would think, if he's one of the younger keepers as well, Dave. The younger keepers should be better at distribution.
Oh, well done. Well cut out by whoever that was. Gone into me. Keep it going out wide.
Troy, come on.
He's just got to move
there
on
as well,
out wide. He's got to move it and spin it behind. No need to take the touch there. Out to Emerson and go. Disappointing. Sevilla with another long ball over the top. And he finds his man. It's just gone too long. Oh, come on. Let's nick this. Come on, Tottenham. 1 minute left. Let's create one chance. Sevilla just bunching us up. Look at that. Pressing us really high. Gill, too much. You just got to lift that. Sevilla.
Outside the box.
Someone get out to him.
Yes, Hill.
Well done, Messi.
Troy here.
Look, he even found Parrott with the pass out as well. Sevilla on the attack. What are they going to do? Coming down our right-hand side here. Oh, my God. Doherty is watching, and he still gets the ball.
How did he get that pass?
Holy. Some of our defending is so brain dead at times. It's so schoolboyish. Look, I mean, Jack, the guy is running at him, right? The guy's running at him. He knows where the pass is going, and he still turns like a roundabout. How? He can see the guy running at him from about 5 meters away. It's a corner kick. Well cleared.
Kulusevski. Oh, what a tackle.
It was a good challenge, that. Could have been a dangerous one as well, that. Sevilla with another ball into the box towards the back. Doherty
Post.
can't get there.
Come out.
Tanganga. Parrot.
Wait, Parrot. Tanganga. Moon boots.
Dyer. Progresses the ball lovely into Gill. Well done,
Lovely.
Gill. Papa Matsar.
Play him again.
Go. One last attack. Emerson. Push it by him and go. Cuts inside. Gives it to Kulu. Ah, man. That's shocking.
Kulusevski's been a bit off the pace.
Yeah. Come on, one last attack. Give me one last shot on goal, please. Into Matsar. He's gone out wide. That's a good ball out to Doherty.
Come on, Doherty.
Takes a safe option again. Tanganga.
Pape.
Lines up.
Pape.
Balloons it. I like the confidence, though. Maybe not the right option to take, but I do like the confidence.
He had, you remember that highlight reel, Dave? He did have a lot of bangers.
Yeah, he did, to be fair. You're never going to score from that far out, though. Never. Hopefully the referee keeps going until we score the winner.
Ripsy liked it.
No, like I said, I like the confidence. Just not sure it's the right option when you're trying to win a game.
Definitely not. Doherty, I think, has just been useless at left wing back. He has been useless.
He's not left wing back whatsoever. End this experiment.
But we're supposed to be keeping him around, maybe to be that utility, like I said, maybe out there, and he has been useless.
He's just been so bad.
I don't have a problem with an inverted wing back. I really don't, but they just need to be good enough to be able to do it. It doesn't seem like he is.
No. Like he's proven he can against Newcastle, but again, it's that
he just gets played over the top again. He doesn't look behind him as well, Doherty.
No, he doesn't. Look, the Doherty was always defensively suspect. I've seen this time and time again for him with balls in behind him. You know, I've always been aware of how suspect defensively he's been. But even on the ball on the left-hand side, it just doesn't suit him because he has to keep going back to where the ball came from.
Well done, man boots.
He can't get turned. He doesn't trust himself. So he keeps playing the safe option when the ball goes out wide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see this experiment after this game. I've seen it for 2 games now, and it hasn't worked.
Adam Phillip wants to see this go to penalties.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's get a winner. I want to end this on a draw. A draw would be boring. Saying that's put the ball in. It's a head from outside the box. Oh, thought that was dropping there for a minute.
And it's full time. Full time, everybody. 1-1 is the final score. There you are, everybody. You know, I don't know what to really say, you know, apart from the fact that, Dave, I mean, it seems like, you know, Spurs kind of just played Sevilla. They, you know, played pretty well for the most part. Seems like maybe certain players didn't have as good of a game as we would like, kind of regulars like Højbjerg, Doherty, you know, kind of players I thought didn't really put themselves in a lot of glory. I thought a better performance from Eric Dyer, if you ask me. Fullbacks actually were better today as well. Lucas, I thought, actually looked great at right wing back at certain stages. He did look really good. He offered something interesting. Emerson, I think, did a lot better when he actually came in this time around. You know, it didn't look like there was this huge of a drop off, you know, in quality. Sessegnon, I thought, was totally fine. But for the most part, Dave, kind of a not as exciting maybe of a game, not as much of a basketball game as, you know, the K-League one was.
No, nowhere near as exciting. But Jack, what I will say, it was a good test for this Tottenham team. You know, it was a very good test. Sevilla got stuck into us. They pressed us. They didn't allow us to have the ball. So it was a good exercise for us in terms of getting stuck in. How can you handle yourself, but also having to maneuver the ball. Look, first half was a lot better than the second half, and that's no doubt down to the substitutions that were made. Look, I think Doherty at left wing back, Jack, that experiment now has to end. That's 2 games he's played there. He played there for a little while against the Korean League 11, done crap, and he's just not good enough there. He defensively, he's crap. He's too square on. He can't deal with balls in behind him, and he keeps taking the safe option to go backwards, and that's why you've seen us fail to create a lot of chances this half, Jack, because anytime we were getting the ball, and he was getting a lot of space out that side, his first option, go back to Ben Davies rather than get turned. So, you know, that's why that, in my opinion, that's why that result or the game panned out that way, because he was getting all the space out there in the second half and he didn't want to use it. So that was disappointing. I agree with you. I thought Dyer a lot better. puts me a little bit at ease with him today, Jack, to be honest with you. It's a bigger step. It's much more of a step up, and he handled it very well. Decent on the ball, decent off the ball. So for me, credit where credit's due, and that's all I want at the end of the day, is these guys to prove me wrong. Sanchez, still have major concerns over him, still being proven right that he's not good enough. Tanganga, for me, I think we have to look to cash in on him as well, Jack, and look to reinvest in that position again. He just is not going to cut it. You look into midfield, Højbjerg absolutely got awful, in my opinion. Absolutely a shocker today. No excuse for it whatsoever. He's got Basuma chasing his tail, skip back from injury chasing his tail. So he's got to come ready for the next game if he gets the nod. I think Bentancur, absolutely brilliant, Jack. I think Bentancur was probably very good in midfield today, if not our best centre midfielder out there today. Kane, finishing, ice cold, Jack, and Son. Again, another decent performance. Richarlison, the ball just wouldn't go his way today, I felt. He'd done a lot of good, hard graft, but nothing really there end product of note, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that, especially with the Richarlison case. It was just another kind of like, doing all the right things, just kind of not executing it. You know what I mean by that? Like
Yeah,
it felt like he had all the right ideas, all the right touches and things like that. Just sometimes just kind of let himself down, in a certain way, either with a finish, a shot, whatever. It just always seemed just to be slightly off. So I
yeah,
feel like Richarlison, I don't know, like I think he's just getting into the groove of things, to be fair. But I did like, to see that option, Dave. Richarlison, Son, Kane, like it looked cool. Like it looked,
yeah,
interesting. I thought it was something cool to see instead of Kulusevski, Son, and Kane. And we love to see Kulusevski, Son, and Kane as the trio, but it was just cool to see, a different forward line like that. And it was kind of like the K League game last time when we saw Richarlison, Lucas, and Brian Hill. You're like, wow, that was an interesting combo that we can go for, that we
yeah,
have available to us. So I do like that the forward line has so many different options. I like that we can bring in, these midfielders like Papa Matasar and Bentancur and just see something different. Of course, like Basuma would have been able to come in too if available. It is also interesting just to see, the squad rotation that we have. Like we're not putting in a bunch of youngsters that are never going to see a minute, Dave. Like we are putting in players that technically have a shot at this team.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, decent performance all around, I think. Decent performance all around. I agree. Look, the likes of Gill and Parrott coming on, they didn't really affect the game, but that's because we couldn't get anything going forward, in my opinion. Just couldn't get the
Yeah.
ball up there. Kulusevski done some good things, Jack, but some bad things. But ultimately, I expect him to be safe and sound going into the season. We know what to expect. And what I did like is to see him cutting in on the left, beating his players on the outside. He's doing the right things, which I like. The likes of, some of the poor passing. Look, that will improve as the preseason goes on and as the season starts. But it's good to see Kulu coming back from injury, doing the right things. Big concern for Ben Davies, on the other hand, though, Jack. Coming off injured. Not good. Not good. Hopefully, it's not too serious because I do not want Sanchez in there ever again. So hopefully it's not too serious and he can find his way back.
Yeah, hopefully he can find his way back. Maybe last thing I might say, but actually, sorry, Adrian Chia with the super chat here, Dave, saying the only positive thing today is the third kit looks okay. I think there are a few positives to take, Adrian. In fact, what I was going to say before I saw your super chat is that Bentancur, I thought, yet again, just looks absolute sauce. The guy is really probably actually looking like the best of our midfielders, at least so far this preseason. So there's that positive to take. Skippy, I thought looked fine, and it's just good to see him get tons of minutes. Emerson looked better, so I don't know. There's some small positives. I see what you mean, though. No glaring obvious positives maybe to take. And some people, they saw that the kit, when they saw it in action, they actually warmed up to it. And I must say, like certain players with the socks, I think actually certain players were pulling off the socks pretty well. Like Sonny, that Emerson looked pretty good with it as well. So certain players that did fit, the kit. So maybe you're right, Adrian. Big up, my man.
No, big up, Adrian. Look, the jersey doesn't look bad when it's with the kit. It's when it's not with the kit, which is the problem. It's when I don't like it. But with the kit, it actually doesn't look too bad whatsoever. But look, I do think there are some positives we could take. We've gone up against a decent Sevilla team. We've held our own in terms of the battle. The referee let a lot go, and we held our own. I've seen us cower in games like that before. Not want to fight, but we took it to them. We took their challenges and gave them back. That's a positive. The fact that Kane and Son have picked up where they left off, that's another positive. Dyer improving since the last day. That's a positive. Bentancur still looking silky. That's a positive. Skip getting another good run out from a 6-month layoff and looked okay. That's a positive. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some negatives, but look, it's not a bad day at the office. Not a bad day at the office whatsoever. And Nick says, at least Spurs players running the Langley interview to try and wipe Sanchez from your thoughts. I mean, thank God. Thank God. Like, actually, he'll play the next game. He'll play the next game. That's
They're trying to get him as many minutes as they can, it looks like.
Yeah, huge bonus. He'll definitely play the next game for sure. For sure. I think, look, this was Sanchez's chance. This was Sanchez's chance to nail down a starting spot in that back line. He didn't take it. Hopefully, Langley can, especially with Davies being out injured, and we don't know for how long. Next game, I think, is in 7 days' time, isn't it? 23rd. So,
Do you think it was serious with Davies, or do you think it was, just super precautionary?
Do you know what, Jack? I would have said precautionary when he first came off, but the fact that he went back on, and then he obviously felt something, and then went off and went straight back down the tunnel, I think you could be looking at something a bit more serious here, Jack.
Yeah, definitely.
When you see a player going down the tunnel rather than sitting on the bench, it usually means it's a bit more serious.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey,
some people. All right. Do we have someone to relieve me and Nick? Because Dave, I actually do have to use the jacks as well. So we're actually maybe get Nick's comments and then maybe wrap up from there. So we're gonna have Lazy hold it down for us. Absolute legend. Appreciate it, Nick.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I'm in here on the defense, man. You go do your thing.
I love it. Well, look, Nick, what's your thoughts on today's game, my man?
It wasn't as saucy as I thought it was going to be, but it is preseason, so we're trying out a lot of different things. Why we're subjected to seeing Sanchez on the left once again, I just don't understand. I mean, I don't know what Conte's trying to prove or what he's trying to see with that, because we know he's not a left-sided defender, hands down. Is he putting him in the shop window? Because I think he's going. I forget the Doherty Emerson debate as to whether they're going. I don't think they're going at all. I think Sanchez is going. I think they're trying to bring in another defender to back up Dyer and to possibly play on the right if Romero gets injured, because it's got to be a shop window situation, man. And he ain't covering himself in glory, man. The price tag is dropping every minute he's on the pitch.
I agree. I agree, but be careful, Nick. You're not allowed to criticize him. Moving on to Matt Doherty. I mean, this is the second time we've seen him tried out at left wing back. When you look at it, Nick, what do you think of the experiment? And why do you actually think Conte keeps persisting with him over there? Because this is 2 games now.
Yeah, because he's specifically a utility player right now. Because he's not the nailed-on starter. I don't think any way you slice it. We brought in Spence. We know he can play over there. Problem is, he just is not confident enough to try to cross a ball in with his right foot.
Yeah,
and he waits too long on it, and he gets caught out. So that's a major issue right there. So I mean, defensively, he can do a little something, but he's supposed to be going forward and adding something to the offense. It's not the greatest option in the world. He's not. Perisic is there as a utility player. Unfortunately, we don't get to see him right now. So I guess it's see how Doherty's. You got to play him. You got to play him right now to see what his fitness level is. I think it's a little different than the Sanchez situation. They're just trying to test out Doherty and see how effective he's going to be in the team if we need him. So I think that's why we're seeing him out there.
I think you make an interesting point there. It'd be very interesting to see if Doherty is used as more of a utility player, where he'd be kind of like he's down the pecking order, but he'd be used to cover certain positions. I think that's a very interesting take, because that has to be the reason if he's trying him over at left wing back twice. That has to be the reason for it. So, because Emerson played on the right, twice. Session played on the left side twice. We've now bought Spence. So where does that leave Doherty? And look, he did play there against Newcastle, but I am more happy for Conte to try it now than when there is something on the line. So, but look, hopefully he has drawn from the conclusions that going forward, it definitely is not the answer. And defensively, he could be caught out down that side. I mean, Nick, what's your positives from today's game, if there's any?
I look, I know they didn't have a whole lot of end product, but I like to see the youngsters out there really trying, trying hard. Um, I think Richarlison's ready to go. I know a lot of people in the chat were talking about Kulu is the starter hands down over him, but
Yeah,
Richarlison proves by his attitude on the pitch that he is a seasoned Premier League player and he's ready to go when we need him. I think that's extremely positive. It's cliche now, but the most positive thing is the Son and Kane show is ready to go, man.
yeah,
They know exactly what they're doing, exactly where they're supposed to be. Uh, it's a shame we're not getting to see Kulu play with them. I
yeah,
think we'll probably see that over the next 2 preseason games, just so they can warm up together and just get the vibe going that they had at the
yeah,
end of last season. Bentancur Bentancur is ready
mm,
to go. You know,
yeah,
I really think that knock that he took, like midway through the second half of last season, really is what slowed him down. And now he's ready to get back into it. So he's exciting me a lot, man. He's exciting me a lot. Skip, he had a couple of dodgy passes in there, but he's up and he's ready for it, man.
yeah,
The one thing I'm worried about still, as we keep going over, is the defense. You know,
yeah.
Romero cannot do the whole job himself, man.
No, he can't. He can't. Look, for me, I just look at the easy the goals we conceded. Like even the one today. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great strike from the edge of box. He catches it well.
Yeah,
Good power behind him. But we had warning signs from like 2 shots, like literally 2 minutes before that flew over the bar. So the warning signs were there, and it's kind of like we just didn't heed that warning. I do worry at the easiness of maybe that we are conceding the goals. But look, hopefully that can be rectified in when we go to Rangers and play them. But I agree with you with Bentancur, actually. I think maybe he was carrying that knock still towards the end of the last season. And look, he started off preseason absolutely brilliant. He started off on fire. You look at the challenges he's putting in, so silky on the ball, composed. He's been a real highlight. He's ready to go. And with Kane and Son, I mean, that really, really does excite me. But look, I mean, Nick, anything else you want to add before we end off, my man?
yeah, it's. I'm glad that we got backup in midfield to go
Yeah,
to, because that's why Conte was forced to play an obviously crippled Bentancur for half of the end of last season. So now
yeah,
when he looks at that bench, we got a Basuma, man. And I think just like everybody, I can't wait till he's on the pitch. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I hope that positive test or that negative PCR test comes in real quick because we need
Yeah.
to see him on that pitch.
Look,
Uh,
that's the exciting. That's
Definitely
the
in that awful kit as well. We want to see him in that disgusting kit, too. We're gonna have to see how
he'll
he
probably
fares
make it look
compared to
good,
the
man.
rest.
He'll probably make it look
Yeah,
good.
But that's
yeah,
the exciting thing about these next run of friendlies. We've still got four of our new signings to see: Perisic,
Absolutely.
Langley, Basuma, Fraser, Forrester. So there's still a lot more players to come into this team yet. So I think the Rangers and the Roma game would be more where you start seeing what Conte's ideal sort of lineup, what his ideal sort of plan is going into the season. So it'll be very interesting to see team selections. Look, I hope Perisic can get back fit for that Rangers game,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I don't really want his injury running on for too much longer,
I agree.
because that will concern me. So hopefully we can see him back for the Rangers game, because I'm super excited to see what he can bring in one of them wing back positions. I have a funny feeling it'll open up our eyes and show us what we should be expecting from them wing back positions going forward in future. But Jack, anything you want to add before we end off, my man?
I feel like we've, mostly said it all. I guess, there really aren't too many things that you can, really take away from this game. I feel like what you still can read a lot into this game because this was a really good opponent. This was a good
Yeah,
manager that we came up with, a good team, like we said. These are, Europa League winners, plenty of times of the last 10 years. This
yeah,
man has been really successful. They came into it with a lot of intensity. They were doing some pretty harsh challenges at us. They seemed to not really want to, I don't know, Dave, just take it easy, kind of go through the motions. They were there to win that match or at least there to, give us a tough game. And, at least came out with a draw and at least showed that we probably were the better team. I think at the end of the day, we clearly show we were the better team. It's just maybe we just didn't, really get, that final pass, that final ball together. But I think you can still read into plenty of the performances of the individual players just because it was a good opponent that we came up against.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But look, I think we'll end it there. Look, not a bad result to come out with. Still got 4 new signings to check out. 5 actually now with Jed Spence. How dare I forget? So you still got 5 new signings to check out with the next preseason. So plenty to keep us tuned and hooked heading into the rest of the preseason. But look, guys, I think we'll end it off there. It's been a good day, good watch long, good pre-match build-up as well. I want to say a massive thank you to you guys out there who have tuned into the pre-match build-up and the watch-along. Massive numbers today. I'm so glad that so many people really enjoyed the watch-along as well. So big yourselves up. A massive thank you to everyone who smashes that like, the subscribe, and helps with the super chats, helps keep this channel going. So big yourselves up. And a massive thank you to Jack and Nick, who dragged their asses out of bed super early this morning to get this watch-along up and running and everything else. And again, it's a lot of people saying Matt Hayes has had a new look. No, that's just still there from the last day. Matt with a beard would look weird. But Nick, absolutely incredible job what you do for myself and Jack. Everybody give the guy an absolute massive big up. And guys, thank you.
No, you're welcome. And I will be doing the transfer special later this afternoon. So keep your eyes open for that.
Transfer update coming from the new Matt Hayes. Absolutely love that. Well, guys, stay safe and we'll see you all again very, very soon. As always, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Conte we trust.